Tanner. Touchdown, Debo in the slot. This is my end zone. Give me everything you got. Defense, hit him with that ghost side. Nostra, Quan Alexander, this dance, kick both sides. 49er Empire, 49er Empire. This is for the fan base, die hard, set by. Stand up, 4-9 to the heart, baby. Paul Lord back in Candlestick Park. Let's go.
Cause when they cold, we hot. When they cold, we hot. 1, 2, 3, hot boys. And there's some new names out. Did you notice? Everybody's hot D boys. And wait. Somebody had one. I was reading on Twitter. You probably caught it. There was a name going around. It was a 3. Still though, solitary confinement. I seem to really. There's something going on in that. I like that a lot. So we got to come up with a name for the season. We got to come up with a name before too long. The season's going to be over. What's we talking about? What we going to call this 49er defense? I call them deadly, efficient, and don't dare challenge them. No. You can't name them with one word. But, oh, by the way, a special shout out to Ryan Clark and Screaming Stephen A. Smith of ESPN. How y'all doing? Also, Adam Rank of the NFL Network and Mike Florio, PFT Live. Boy, I told them people, I tweeted the brains out. Y'all need to answer me back because, your job is supposed to be the professional. I'm supposed to be the fan. I tried to tell you people way back in September, don't do this. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't you love these moments, fam? But you can go back and get people who just digging you. We got an army of people to get to before the season's over. Don't let us go to no Super Bowl. Oh, hell no. 49ers injury report looks like Ahkello Witherspoon continues to be out. He is not coming back this week. I was shocked. Maybe you know what? Maybe it's just a thing where they're going to give people rest because we're playing on Thursday night. I think Spoon is okay. According to his cousin last week, though, I think he kind of suggested that this may be the case. So, Mike McGlinchey, of course, remains, he's still in healing up, and also is Kyle Juszczyk. Juice! Questionable is Raheem Mostert, who most likely these guys will play because of the fact that they are questionable. Levine Toilolo, I think he had a quad injury as well. Can you imagine when you're that tall with a quad injury? That's a lot of quad, right? Dude, it's got to be increasing. It must really be painful. And also Marquise Goodwin. Now, Marquise is not hurt. There's something going on in his life. I'm going to leave that at that. I got a message the other day on Twitter. I'm going to leave that alone. I hear it, but I'm not going to say anything, okay? But second, Easy the Third, yeah, I got you, fam. I did. I got your note. And I responded to you. But I'm going to leave that right where you left it, right? Okay? Doubtful is Joe Staley. Joe is not going to probably come back this weekend, and there's no need to. Well, it'd be nice, but there's no need to run Joe for 2 games. Let him get in Thursday, then he gets a long rest between that. Because there's going to be some soreness. Probably all during this week as he's training to get back into shape again. This is the biggest thing we got to deal with. McGlinchey and Staley getting back into play action shape. See, that could take up to 2 weeks. And you probably don't want to do that against the Panthers, so you know it's probably best that School stay right where he is. Because he's School. School's been beat up, slapped around. He's like, man, I'm ready to go. So let him stay there. Let him stay. He's doing fine. And, of course, for the Panthers, out is linebacker defensive end Christian Miller, quarterback Cam Newton, and tackle Greg Little. I just wish that Cam was go play and then we win the game. I got to tell you, fam, it's sick. But one of my most enjoyable things, even when we're not playing the Panthers, if the Panthers are losing early in the season, first thing I do is go over and check over the post game with Cam. Nobody gets pissed off worse than Cam does about losses. He doesn't like to answer questions. He's such a big kid, So, but he's grown up a lot this year. Cam says, it's all on me. Yeah, I got nobody to point at but myself. And All I can do is promise you that in the future we will improve, and the season's still young yet. So, Cam, you know what? I want the old Cam back. Next question. How about the next question? Cam! Hey, fam, tonight, 49ers versus Carolina Panthers, NFL 2019 Week 8 preview. Prediction time. All right, fam, it's like this. It's time for the passing game to shine. All right? Now, I've been telling people, hey, man, we ain't got no passing game, man. I don't know about Jimmy G. You know, I have been, like, arguing and fighting with people about this, but you know what? As I say, the running game is so dominant in this offense right now. We run so well. But then again, it's not going to surprise anyone if the defense does their job and the 49ers ground game does well. These are things that are given now with this particular team. It's a passing game that has been under the fire from critics. Jimmy G has not had to have a big game to win football games so far. This is why I've always said, stop. But this week may be an exception. G may have to air it out. And you know what? I don't doubt for a minute, because unlike a lot of people, I know Jimmy G can quarterback. Now, because the game has been, Kyle run that ball up to 40 times a game, right? Kyle said, man, forget this, man. You got to run the ball, man. They can't stop you from running. Run. So, and then Jimmy was throwing in spots. I like that myself. But you know what? It could be that Jimmy needs to get a little more practice. It's believed the passing attack cannot afford to be below average against the Carolina Panthers this week. Maybe. The Panthers' front seven is very good, loaded with players like Gerald McCoy, Luke Kuechly, Dontari Poe. See, some of these guys I wanted to, but Gerald McCoy and Dontari Poe. I wanted that dude so bad on this team, man. Shaq Thompson, Bruce Irvin, and they got others. They can stop the run and get the quarterback after the quarterback a lot like the 49ers do. I don't know why they want to compare. They can't get to the quarterback like we do. They're pretty good, but they ain't 49ers good. I mean, I don't know why people write these things up, but I ain't buying it. They can get after it, though. Garoppolo may have to make some big plays and get the ball out quick, but he already does. See, that's why I said that's not an adjustment for him to get the offense going. This week, the 49ers grab wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders in an effort to bolster the receiver core, as you know. Deebo Samuel will return from an injury. George Kittle practiced fully on Friday and will play. The conclusions by many is that the passing game has to have a better day in order to win this game. And I say, boy, you people just don't understand, do you? That run game ain't no joke. We got guys that can run, okay? I mean, they can. I mean, in fact, I was watching some games. The Panthers are not run-proof. Yeah, you can run on the Panthers, and I got to guarantee you Matty B's going to get his. TC, not a problem. But this does mean, though, provided I'm wrong, which I never am, projecting Jimmy Garoppolo is of utmost support. A couple of weeks ago was a big test for the offensive line, who are still without our starting tackles. School and Brunskill have done a good job this far, but will need to keep the foot on the gas against the Panthers, who, like the 49ers, are looking to make a statement. 4-2, 4 in a row since Cam Newton has left. Panthers are saying, the Panthers, you might as well stop flexing. You're going to get your butt beat. You know, Carolina can pressure the quarterback, and it will be imperative Jimmy Garoppolo to find an open receiver. Whoa, I think we got that now, though, don't we? Because, you know, you put a guy like Emmanuel Sanders out there, put Deebo back out on the field. Now George Kittle will kill you. I do tell you, though. Now, I know some people got some bad things to say and thinking about Marquise, but I wish to God he was out there with Sanders. You see, what a lot of people don't understand is Kyle Shanahan's offense operates because of a speedster. I mean, it was Tyler. It was in Atlanta. It was Taylor Gabriel. And here in San Francisco, it's got to be another speedster. You got the same kind of speed. You need that so the safety can say, hey, help. You know, you got to have that. Now, everything that comes underneath 25, 30 yards can develop as Jimmy G is patrolling, looking off the safety right, going, oh, man. You know, there's just so many reasons why you got to have a speedster. His role is set. He's got to be there. I want him there, but I don't know if he's going to play. It says doubtful, which means he probably will play, though, right? Or not doubtful, but questionable. When the Panthers hit Garoppolo too often and force turnovers, it could be a tough day. So this is why that offensive line's got to do its job. And we got receivers that can get it done now because, in week 8, this time, we got it, fam. Here we are in week 8 in the red zone. It's still a question, right? Coming into this game, the 49ers are 29th in the league in scoring touchdowns in the red zone at 38.5%. That will never do. That number has to go up if we expect to win games going forward. Come on, Niners, get in the red zone. This is why when Hurd not being there is really something I think was going to make a big difference. This is where Emmanuel Sanders, though, could come up very big. Not only is he great in the red zone, he should open up things for GK and others like Deebo Samuel and Kendrick Bourne. I'm telling you right now, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Kendrick Bourne can be critical in these situations. I don't know how he does it because Kendrick can blase around for a little while. All of a sudden, he's like a dagger in the heart of any of our opponents. When they thought they was about to get us, Bourne comes up with this incredible catch all of a sudden. Kendrick! But this will, as I say, you have the right guys. It'll open up Garoppolo to find an open man and come away with more touchdowns than we're getting right now. Will the 49ers score a touchdown every time they have the ball? Probably not, fam. But when they get in field goal range outside the 20, Robbie Gold needs to find his 2018 form and make those attempts. Kyle Nelson, the regular long snapper, is back from a suspension. And let's have a moment of silence for Jordan Matthews. Had to buy that number 81. I got a feeling about Jordan Matthews. You know what's going to happen to Jordan Matthews, don't you? You know how the 49ers have a guy every year that he's like a shuttle in and out guy. Whenever they need to bring a guy in, throw him out, they go get that same guy. Jordan Matthews could be the guy. And by the way, we got to petition Trent Taylor. Give Jordan, come on, man, give him his money back. Now, anyway, Kyle Nelson, he will be back from a suspension. Should greatly help the kicking game return to what it used to be, but he's not going to be back for 2 or 3 more weeks. So, prediction. Now, this is likely going to be a more difficult game than a lot of us are probably realizing, but this game is the toughest of the season written all over it, fam. And the first time this season, the 49ers will face an opponent over 500 team. So you know how charged up the 49ers going to be for this game. This is why I do worry about the Panthers, because the 49ers said, finally, if we beat this butt, they can shut the bleep up about we ain't played nobody. Because you know how it is. Every time we beat somebody, man, they didn't beat nobody. So the Panthers going to get on the plane. I guess we ain't nobody, huh? They're a good football team, fam. They'll make one hell of a challenge, though, I got a feeling. That being said, however, the 49ers will grind out another win. And we will see improvements in both the passing attack and the kicking game as Robbie Gould will straighten it up. And we will see Kyle Allen throw his first INT tomorrow. Jimmy Garoppolo will look better in the passing game, and because contrary to popular belief, Jimmy Garoppolo can quarterback. Kyle hasn't been calling his number all season long because he hasn't needed to, but he should have. And I think he will call it tomorrow just because they need to bring Emmanuel Sanders up to speed, first of all. So look for Jimmy to be airing that ball out a lot more than he has been. And Matty B sitting on there. Well, Matty B ain't going to have his lips all stuck out because he ain't getting enough touches, but, they'll still get it done. And Emmanuel Sanders should have an impact in his first game because they say he's acclimated quickly. As nothing but the language has changed because as you know, Rich Gangarello is over in Denver, and he's been running pretty much the same playbook as the 49ers have. So, with that said, as I told you when I was talking to Shea Lewis, 27-13. Ain't nobody scoring 20 points on that 49ers defense this year. I don't care nothing about no Christian McCaffrey over there, and I sure as hell don't care about Kyle Allen with his rookie butt about to get charged like he ain't never seen before come tomorrow. 27-13. And they go get that 13. They may get a few in the first quarter, but they get that 13. It's not going to show up until the fourth quarter. You understand what I'm saying? With that said, hey, family, you know what? 49ers versus Panthers is a game we've been waiting for, though. After steamrolling the rest, it's time to face the 2019 schedule best. The Panthers have been riding high since Cam Newton left. You know this. Kyle Allen in combination with Christian McCaffrey and a tough defense has made the Panthers a major player because everybody else sucks this year. Everybody else is going to be 2 or 3 teams. There's 4 or 5 teams that are major players toward the drive toward the Super Bowl. And most of them are nobodies before we even seen them. So stop calling them because we played them. Anyway, the 49ers have been sharpening up their blade of destruction each and every week, boy. Confidence is building. Fam, what's going to happen? What do you got for a score? Give me some reasons why. Josh. Hey, Josh. I haven't seen Josh in forever. I come from the land down under. Josh, good to see you, fam. Yeah, thanks for the contribution. He says, this game will be very interesting. We'll learn a lot about our season. Against Carolina. True. We'll learn a lot about the team. I think they're going to come out and devastate them just because they've had enough about, well, we beat his nobodies? All right, let's beat somebody. Ryan Watkins, thanks, fam, for that contribution. My score, 24-10. San Francisco. I love to be like, but they're not getting 20 points, fam. They ain't going nowhere. They're going to run that first series. Of course, Chris is going to go all the way downfield, and they're going to score that touchdown. I suspect they're not going to go over that. And then after that, they're going to say, all right, let's go. We're ready to play. Let's go. Pete Corbin. Hey, Ronbo, hey. Fam, we get that dub tomorrow. My score is 28-10. There you go. Chris Lee, Hope Sanders comes in balling. Kittle got to have a good day, though. No, when has George Kittle not had a good day? If it wasn't blocking, it was doing something else. That's the most consistent guy we got on the team. Empire Strikes Back. 49ers. Whoa! Is it whoa, Rang? I can take any other sport losing before my Niners, which is my first love. Yeah. Chad Garrison says, I'm so nervous for tomorrow, fam. I'll be at that game, but I just want that 7th dub bad. I can't take a week of ESPN on Kyle Allen's nuts. Oh, so true. The D going to step up and Sanders going to go off. Brian Culp say, dude, 49ers looking good. It's been tough. The Niners haven't been this good since Harbaugh. We have a special team right now. Harbaugh era was too quick. The Kyle era is really looking good. In fact, we got the best team since 1990. No other team has started off the season at 6-0. Daniel Placencia. He said at the end of the season, this defense could be better than 2011. I had a big argument about that on Instagram yesterday. People get mad about that. Daniel Ornelas. It's a National Tight End Day. Kittle is ready to keep that tight end championship belt. Hey, Giala, it's supposed to be very windy tomorrow. We don't need Jimmy throwing deep downfield. And you don't need to anyway. I mean, just to be throwing the ball downfield. A lot of people throw the ball downfield. Why? Chad Garrison, he says, hey, you see the report the Niners are using Pettis as trade bait. I thought I heard that once or twice. I didn't know what to make of it. Is that true? All right. I ain't going to argue because I'll wait and see. Mr. Blockhouse 2-2. This is what say, Kittles will benefit from Sanders, and we know this. Chat Sports is funny, say he never heard of you. Well, don't ask him. I mean, don't embarrass me. He says, anyway, 24-7, 49ers, running backs getting going. A wake-up call for a wide receiver's time to play. How Debo doing? We'll see tomorrow. I don't know how that injury is, but, we'll see. PQ, good to see you, girl. 27-13. PQ, come on now. You know you stole that score from me. JCV 24-10, the Niners. Yes. And let me put on my ears. And Shadow 7, thanks, fam. Phil, come on in, Dr. Phil.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Awesome. This week, I'm starting to feel confident now. Way more than I did 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think the Panthers are going to get a good butt whooping.
Well, I think this is a tough game.
This one's going to be tough. Washington was too,
but
though.
the good thing is we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Levi's gonna be loud,
Yep. And it's dry.
and
There's no rain.
We're gonna scream in Kyle's ear,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we're gonna get some turnovers.
Yep.
So you know,
Because
I'm
this kid may have not
excited
thrown any
about
INTs, but he has turned the ball over. And he has had some fumbles.
yeah, he has fumbled.
Yeah.
He has fumbled.
Yeah.
I think D Ford and Nick are going to, and Armstead and Defoe are going to force him to turn the ball over in the
Bobby
backfield.
Blair.
And,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I think a good matchup is going to be. I think Jay Webb is going to be a huge part in cutting down McCaffrey. Him and K1 and Fred and Kwan are gonna really stuff McCaffrey down. I think they're gonna shut him down.
All right. And Kwaski T standing around in that box. Oh, yeah.
As long as Jimmy G has a good game, I think we got this game in the bag.
And
honestly.
He will. He's a competitor. And he's a talented competitor, too. I look for him to go
it's
nuts.
It's going to be interesting to watch Sanders go in the game and how he matches up with Jimmy G. And I think they're going to have a good rapport.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm looking forward to this game.
Yeah, that's going to be good. They get a good secondary,
I'm
though.
all set. I've got pork shoulders in the smoker right now, ready for tomorrow.
Woo!
We've got pork shoulder. We're gonna do pulled pork sandwiches, and we're gonna do. I got macaroni and cheese with lobster and bacon.
Oh, okay, Phil.
With Gouda cheese.
Oh.
And we're going to do some salami trays with cheese for hors d'oeuvres.
Oh.
We're ready to go.
Whew, man, Phil. People are going to forget they're supposed to be attending the game.
Blue Lot, we do it right. We do it right.
It sounds like, my God. That pulled pork just falls apart so tenderly. If you got a little sauce and you lay that on the bread.
Just give me 12 hours in the smoker. I got him in the smoker now. I got 3...
meat so tender you don't need teeth. You don't need teeth. Oh, God. Phil, you go, man. I'm impressed. Well, Phil,
all right, man.
What's going to be the score
but anyway,
here,
I'm looking forward to this. My score is 24-14. I think we win by 10.
There you go.
It's going to be a tough defensive game. I'm just looking forward to this. I mean, this is the game I'm looking forward, because if we win this game, we got at least a 10-win season.
I know, right?
At least.
I mean, this is it. This is get past the Panthers, and I got to tell the Hawks.
We've got Arizona twice, and we've got Atlanta once. That's 10 wins right there. All we have to do is beat a couple of these other teams like Seattle and LA and
the Hawks, man, don't play.
And we could be 13, 14-2.
I couldn't stand it.
I mean,
Phil, don't say it.
And
don't
have a home field bye for the first round.
Man.
That's the key.
Don't let us get to 12 or 13 without having a loss. I don't know if I can. Man,
I'm going to be loud. And 49er fans, if you're going to the game, be loud.
Loud and proud. Red and gold proud, baby. Proud.
Warm welcoming.
There you go. And Phil, where are you going to be located at? Are you got a private party going? Because people want to drop by and get some of that pulled pork, man. I'm telling you, especially you smoked it as long as you did.
We're over by the section where they have the RVs.
Right.
In Blue Lot.
All right.
And
Blue Lot.
I've got the bent flagpole. So if you guys see a bent flagpole with a black flag, 49er flag on it, that's me.
That's Phil. All right. There you go. All right, Phil.
So you just go along over by the RV section, but we've got about 100 people that we party with, and
Phil,
we've consistently had this same group that we've done for the years,
And it's a wonderful
and
thing.
it's fun.
It sounds
It's a
like
family.
Well, that's what it's
like
supposed to
this
be, Phil.
family.
And Phil, we're gonna go. I'm gonna tell you what. Look
All
for
right, man.
Phil tomorrow, and Phil 24-14. We're almost on the same page. I'll see you after the game, or during the
All
game,
right,
for that
man.
matter.
I'll call in.
All right, fam.
All right. Later.
Night, Phil. God, he had to say food. There's only one other thing I like besides that and the 49ers. It's food. Dre, come on in, Dre.
Ronbo, what's happening with you, man?
Oh, Dre, man, I just, I guess we finally got to the point now. I feel relaxed more than any other game. This doesn't scare me. Now, three weeks ago, last year, I'd have been sitting up here, oh, Lord, don't let the 49ers, just don't, make the game at least close, y'all. Now, God, I'm feeling pretty good about this team. What do you think?
Man, when you got a head coach like Kyle Shanahan, defensive coordinator like Robert Saleh, Chris Sarek, Coach Woods and all those guys, it's really nothing to be nervous about. One thing I know is that Rivera is not Kyle Shanahan.
No.
We have the advantage going in to most weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Only time I could see it, somewhere even or close to even is, Sean Payton. Sean Payton is a great offensive line. But
Belichick.
Belichick, but not Rivera. I'm not nervous, Ronbo.
Yeah,
I mean, when you have a defense like that, when you're as deep as we are, when you can have your, both bookend tackles and Juice out, which is, basically another tight end, and just such of an offensive weapon, and you're still able to move the ball and win games. You're starting cornerback out. There's so many injuries, you know what I mean? I'm just not nervous. I really do hope that Levine Toilolo is able to play because what he does not pop up on the stat sheet. Levine Toilolo is that guy that is in the trenches that you don't see, who's putting in work, who's pulling on blocks like a tackle, but he's the tight end who's crashing down on defensive ends and tight ends. He's that safety valve that we need for young Brunskill and Skule. You know what I mean? And by him being on the line to help blocking, it lets George get out and be loose. I don't want George in the trenches too much, risking
No. That's how they get hurt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's Levine's job. So I'm really hoping that he plays because that could be the factor. To me, that could be one of the factors in the game is if he's out there on the field or not. Because he's a huge when it comes to blocking those defensive ends and those linebackers and getting out and making blocks in space for guys getting the ball.
Yeah, he's got that perfect size.
Yeah. And I would even be even more confident if Juice was out there. I mean, Juice brings so much to the blocking game.
Oh,
yeah,
this game
man,
would be done. Wouldn't even be no question.
Yeah, even with Joe Staley down, you've seen that. His presence, man. He's like another lineman, man, who could run a 4.5. You know what I mean? And catch the ball. Like it's just ridiculous to what he brings. I definitely think that by watching the Bucks games, because the Bucks held they played Carolina twice. The first time they held McCaffrey to 37 yards, and the second time they held McCaffrey to 33 yards rushing. I think Kyle made a few calls up there to Bruce Arians. He was able to get that game film and break it down. Him and Salah, and I'm very confident in what our defense is going to be able to do. Kyle Allen, are you stupid? Do you know that we have a guy in Richard Sherman who just makes shit up in order to get the defense pumped? You really want to give us a reason? Like this dude got Christian McCaffrey too. I ain't giving you no pass. You said some shit too. What you say you was gonna slice through Buck and Armstead like hot butter, huh? Okay, we on your ass tomorrow, bro. We on your funky ass some
I got in
months.
trouble for perpetuating that, but I kept it out there, and I kept saying, I said, "Hey,
Trouble
Ronbo,
for
man,
what?
that stuff ain't real, man." I said, "Yeah, it is." And don't
It
tell
actually it
Richard
was,
Sherman,
yes. And he
don't
erased
tell
it. He
Nick,
erased it within 7 minutes of posting it.
you know.
He erased it, Ronbo,
Woo!
within 7 minutes of posting it, bro.
Hey, should have.
One more thing I just want to talk about before we get off. I know I got to get off.
Real quick, and I need your score before you go, too. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, this is 3 seasons in a row where Marquise has dealt with personal issues and basically missed practice and possibly a game. You know, Marquise, I get it. I love you. We're all human beings. But at the same time, man, you have an obligation to fulfill. You know, I understand, you know, if you need to go home and be with the fam for a couple of days, you already know the playbook. You know what's expected of you. But, bro, you need to be there on Sunday, my guy. Like, you have, as a man, bro, you have to be able to play through adversity and bad stuff happening. Like, it's a part of life. Bad things are going to happen. That don't mean the bills stop. That don't mean your responsibility stop. That doesn't mean that people still aren't counting on you, you know what I'm saying, other than your personal family. Like, bro, you got to work through that. I think Marquise's time is up, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to sound harsh.
We're going to see at the end of the season.
I don't mean to sound harsh, guys.
No, it's understood. And a lot of people feel that way.
This is 3 years in a row, bro.
Let me get your score. This is probably going to be a subject we'll probably have a lot next week, so let's work on it next week if you don't play. All right.
Yeah, I would say, man, this is going to be another a game like the Rams. I would say 20-7, 20-7. 23-7, 20-7, somewhere in that range.
Right.
I really think that we can hold these guys at 7 points. I do see Kyle Allen getting sacked 4 times. He's going to be on the run most of the night, most of the afternoon. And we hold McCaffrey to 75 yards. All right, man. Peace out, man. Shout out to the TNT fan, man. Trey Trash, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, man, Russo, my player partner Will, man, all the guys, man, Shay Lewis, man, all the guys, man. You know, let's be confident in what our team can do, man. And I'll see y'all definitely tomorrow.
Yeah, looking forward to it and celebrate. All right, Trey.
All right, my brother. Peace.
Eric Casares. He say, "Stay humble, my fellow faithful. The schedule's about to be tough. We are getting healthy at the right time, and the obstacles we've had to overcome these past 2 years are paying off on the back end. Let's go." All right. True words, fam. True words. Thanks for that huge contribution, too. Appreciate it. Hey, and let me give the holler in here. Niners! Rod!
Finally, the rod has come back to Ronbo Live.
Rod. Here we are, fam. And going into week 8, and we talk about we ain't lost a game yet. You believe this? No, I mean, come on, man.
Hey, seeing is believing, Ronbo. Seeing is believing.
God.
I mean, now, you asked me the question, would I have ever predicted 6-0? I probably would have said 4-0 and maybe drove the line there. But 6-0, maybe that's just to say that these guys are more than what meets the eye. We probably still haven't seen the best that's yet to come. So,
the offense ain't got clicking yet. Boy, look out when that happens. And it could be as early as this week, Rod. And I'm the biggest homer in the world. I never saw 6-0 coming, though. I ain't lying. Some people did, but I didn't. Hey,
Well, I tell you what, man. Credit you and some of the guys from the Empire, man. Y'all was right. That Nick Bosa is
That's a scary young man, ain't it?
Man. He really is. He look like he might be better than Joey.
I think so. And Joe said so himself. He said it.
Yeah. And, as far as Jimmy Garoppolo and getting him more acclimated into the passing game, I'm not worried about it. I mean, it's like you and I have always said, Ronbo, even when Brian Hoyer was the quarterback, Al Shanahan knows what he wants to do before he even does it. So let's have faith in the system. You know, he knows how he wants to develop his guys, and Jimmy Garoppolo has all of his passes haven't been for touchdowns, but you know, you think about what direction we was coming from before he went in, when even Bethel took over for Hoyer, and he's not, you know, throwing games away, making us lose it either. So he's not making those mistakes that cost us victories. And I mean, I can appreciate that. I mean, yeah, he's had some ugly ones, especially that game where I think against Tampa Bay. What was it? 5? No, my bad. Was that against? What was that against? Cleveland or Cincinnati? No, that was Pittsburgh that we had all those turnovers in the first quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was he had some help with all them turnovers though. We couldn't stop fumbling the ball because they only didn't. I thought they picked off the ball once or twice. I thought they picked it off once, and that's bouncing up off of receivers. Oh, I don't.
Well, my only point was I think that was like his worst game.
Yeah,
you know, he even in the other games where he had thrown picks, he also had thrown for touchdowns too, and you know, majority of the games, the touchdown to interception ratio was pretty good. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's still early in the season. So, I mean, I'm not, you know, everybody else said that he still has something to prove, and I mean, he really doesn't.
No.
I mean, his record is proof itself, but granted, he still has to continue. Yeah, you know. So. All I know is even when Alex Smith was our quarterback, it didn't matter how he won. The only thing that counted was the win.
Yeah. And he's come up with clutch wins. That Pittsburgh game, that's as clutch as it gets. I mean, that's why I said, you know, this guy, he's doing what he's told to do is what he is. He's not out there showboating a lot of passes, going downfield. Because Shanahan told him, don't you do it. I got this game plan set up. Do like I tell you. And I got no problem with that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
But anyway,
so,
but Rod.
As far as my score, I'm going to say, man, I'm going to give it 20-16 Niners.
There you go.
We go 7-0, baby.
I think so.
2016. I think we can hold down Christian McCaffrey. I think the big thing is we're going to just have to that Cam's backup is playing pretty productive football, if I must say so myself.
Hey,
we're going to have to make him uncomfortable.
He's going to be. And tell you something, Rod. We need to give Bobby Saleh a lot of credit. While Shanahan's in one room figuring out what he's going to do with Jimmy, you know Bobby Saleh's as a chess player, and I understand his IQ, and they say his chess game is on a world-class level. This is why this guy knows how to move players in strategic places. So that young quarterback thinks he's doing a good job now. He ain't been challenged like he's going to be challenged tomorrow.
To make you think back to when you and I used to always laugh at the Empire when everybody was like, we need to fire him before we had talent, remember?
Yeah, I do. And I tried to, man, come on, man. Ain't nobody going to do nothing with that. You can bring Belichick in here, Lombardi. Any great quarterback every coach we've ever had, and they would have had the same problem. You got to have talent to win. But Rod?
Exactly. Man, it's been fun, man. I know you got to let it go, but it's been fun. The Rod hadn't been on the show in a couple days because of all these damn hours that I'm getting at work, but it was fun, man, and I'll definitely holler at you at the gathering tomorrow.
All right.
Yes, sir. Now, if you would, please tell them who we are, baby.
Niners for the Rod. Tomorrow, Rod.
Shout out to the Empire, baby.
Yeah. Come on in, Dion.
Ronbo, what's going on, baby?
Dion, you know, man, being the best team in NFC, you know what I'm saying? This is all surreal.
Hey, man, that's how it is. That's just how it is, man. It's a great feeling when you know you're the best team in the NFC. And you know that you about to turn some Panthers into some kittens. You know how it is? I mean, that's just what we're gonna do tomorrow, man. You know, one thing that I recognized was if you see what happened with Christian McCaffrey against the Bucs, they held him down.
Beat him up.
So if we're smart, all we got to do is watch their game plan, figure out what they did, incorporate that a little bit into our game plan, and then go right after them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a real simple process, and everything is going to be copacetic, Ronbo. I figure we're going to go in there. I'm going to give you my score early. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm already thinking 24-10. because I feel like Christian McCaffrey possibly could be their only touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like their receivers are tough enough to deal with our DBs. They ain't going to deal with E-Man and Uncle Sherm out there. I can tell you that right now. And then when it comes down to the offense, they suck against the run. And what are we the best at?
The run. I said,
So we going to spread zone their ass to death. We're going to kill them, Ronbo. Oh, my God, we're going to kill them. They're not ready for it. They have no idea what's coming. We're going to shove Matt Breida and Tevin Coleman down their throat so much, they're going to be begging for Raheem and Mr. Wilson.
And, people will still complain, Jimmy Garoppolo didn't do nothing. Hey. Jimmy Garoppolo did what he was supposed to do. Hit a pass here and there, but let that team run people to pieces. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Deal, you see anything wrong with that? Why do people have so much trouble with that?
Oh, yeah, man. Look, I even said it on my video that I posted for a preview of the Panthers. They wasn't ready for it, and everybody gets on Garoppolo about, him not throwing 300-400 yards and having 4 and 5 touchdowns. There's a game plan in place.
Yes.
Execute the game plan. Don't worry about these naysayers. If y'all out there, y'all not, and y'all say y'all fans, then don't be fans and then sit up there and knock what the game plan is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
Good
every
point.
decision that's made, but I roll with it because I know at the end of the day, they know what they're doing, and we're going to be perfectly fine. So it's very simple. Look at what happened with Bosa. I thought he was very injury-prone when he came out of college because of his last 2 years. I mean, he had tore his ACL in high school, all these things. And what happened? He come out, he had a little ankle injury, but now the boy playing at the Pro Bowl level. He's going to be perfectly fine. Our line is going to keep Kyle Allen alive because their O-line sucks. Their O-line sucks something awful. So it's going to be very easy to go ahead and go in there, make his life a living hell, and make him very uncomfortable. That's all we have to do. And it's the easy focus for us because that's what we've been doing all year long, is making quarterbacks' lives a living hell. They already know. Kyle Allen, I'm telling you, Kyle Allen ain't going to get no sleep tonight. Because you know what he's doing? He's dreaming as he's turning over. He turns to the left. Oh, no, there's D. He turns to the right. Oh, my God, there's Nick. And then he goes, okay, I'm going to go up the middle. No, because there's 2 big, tall trees, 6'7", with wingspans as big as like 8, 9
Condor.
feet, ready to hug me and tackle me. I don't know what's going on. I'm having nightmares. He's going to go in and he's going to look. He's going to say, Coach, I know I said I was going to start this game, but can Cam play? I feel like he's healthy. If he's healthy, I want him to go.
Cam ain't making this trip.
I'm a little tired, Coach. I got a real bad headache. I feel like I already have a concussion. I don't want to play. It's already, the fear is there, and we got him.
But D, I just thought about something. Who's the backup for Ryan?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the backup, technically speaking, is Cam Newton. Literally,
He's not there.
That's actually his backup.
This is going to be interesting.
But Cam is rehabbing, and they pretty much are looking at keeping Cam on the shelf because Kyle Allen has been giving them the win.
Another 2 weeks.
Ronbo, 24-10.
24-10.
That's what we about to do.
Right.
We about to go get him. We about to go kill him, and don't even worry about nothing.
And we go and tell you what, we're gonna see you tomorrow after this game to look at these scores and see who had it right. All right.
Oh,
Dang.
look, and you already know how I'm gonna come in tomorrow, baby. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some winning in it. That's exactly what I'm gonna be singing tomorrow, baby. 7-0. Let's go. We ready for this. Have a good evening, Ronbo. Appreciate you for what you do, man. Love the show, baby.
Thanks, fam. All right. Like D. And let us. It says Griffin. Griffin. I heard a click.
Paging Griffin. Paging Griffin. Griffin, please come to the front office, please. Griffin.
I'm here, Ronbo.
Hey, Griff. Griffin, as you know, we're in there running major smack and talking about tomorrow's game, getting scores in. Griffin, give us some Griffin perspective on this contest coming up against the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you this, Ronbo, but I actually moved to Charlotte this summer.
Oh.
And this win would mean a lot to me. I've been hearing all the local radios over the course of the week on my way to work. And nobody is giving us a chance to win this game.
Not even a chance,
I mean,
huh?
nobody. I'm hearing things like, "Oh, they're such a fake team." Oh, they're. If I had to pick, I heard one guy say, if I had to pick one team to like collapse and not make the playoffs, it would be the 49ers. Which,
Oh!
obviously the guy doesn't do his research, because we have a better record than Seattle, and we've destroyed all the teams that Seattle's barely beating. So I don't understand that logic one bit. So,
I mean, anytime a team is 6-0, Griffin, you probably should have maybe a little bit of respect. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only been like 2 teams in the last 30 years, I think, that have started 6-0 and not made the playoffs. And I'm pretty sure that would be the 2003 Minnesota Vikings and the 2009 Denver Broncos. I think, I mean, not to sound like a homer, but I think this team's better than both of those, I would think. So, but yeah, I do think, with all that said, this will be our hardest game. Probably yet. It's either this game or the game against the Rams. But this one, you could argue, is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, these guys are better than the Rams.
I think it's going to come down to if we can stop Christian McCaffrey. I have faith that we should be able to get to Kyle Allen. Hopefully we do. But we have to be able to stop Christian McCaffrey, or else it's going to be a long day. So, and of course, on the offensive side of the ball, the Panthers are actually really good at pass rushing as well. So it's going to come down to if Kyle knows how to use his new toy in Emmanuel Sanders. And I think there's a reason why they really wanted to get that trade done very early in the week, because they know he could be important in a game like this. So, so it's going to come down to if we can get Sanders going and if we can get our run game going. And I'm still concerned about our run game without Juszczyk in particular. Our tackles are doing fine, but I feel like Juszczyk puts us onto the next level in terms of our running game. So I still think we're going to be missing him there. So it's going to come down to, I think, if our offense can do enough against the Panthers' defense. And then if our defense can stop McCaffrey. If our defense can stop McCaffrey, I feel like everything else will work itself out on the defensive side.
Well, if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can stop McCaffrey, I'll bet you the 49ers defense can too. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, but yeah, I see another game similar in score to, I'm going to say 24-20, just like the Steelers game. I say we get 24, Panthers score 20. So the 49ers defense hasn't allowed more than 20 points this season. So I think if they can stop McCaffrey, there's a great chance they can keep that up. So, I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, we haven't beaten anybody, obviously. Yeah. Meanwhile, who have the Panthers beaten? Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess the Texans. So, but I think the Rams are better than the. So, but yeah.
It's true. I did see their schedule, and they've beaten pretty much the same teams everybody else has beaten. And they did beat Tampa Bay, but I think it was barely. So,
Yeah, I mean, I actually, living in Charlotte and all that, I got a chance to watch that the second Panthers-Bucks game. They did control the Buccaneers pretty well, but Jameis Winston had his worst game ever.
Some of the most ridiculous picks I've ever seen. Winston, you're looking right at that defender. He's standing away from me, and you threw the ball to him. Oh! And did you see Arians talking to Winston on the sideline like, son, you've got to settle down. I seen him way over here, and I wasn't even standing for where you were. Come on now. God. Anyway, we got to go. I'll tell you what, man. Look for you after the game tomorrow, okay?
Yes, Ronbo. Hopefully, go Niners. I just want to be able to come into work on Monday and not have to hear it. You know what I mean?
Get ready. Get ready for fun on Monday, okay? 49ers are going to be up for this game like they. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said I wanted there to be sweet silence when I walk
There you
in on
go.
Monday. So.
Not to worry. 49ers going to be up for this game like no other they've been for this season. All right. Hey, Griffin, see you actually after the game, like I say. All right, fam. Have a good night.
Yes. Good night, Ronbo.
Good night. And let's go check out Lynn Wood. Linwood.
What's up, Ron Bleezy?
Linwood, you know, man, I don't know how to act anymore. If 7-0 is going to be ridiculous. 6-0 is only 4 times in 49er history they've been a 6-0 to start a season. I haven't checked the record books. I don't know what 7-0 does for us. Does that put us as one of the greatest of all times in 49ers history? I don't know. How many more games you can win?
I've already looked past this one, and Arizona's next Thursday night, Halloween trick or treat. Yeah, we're gonna trick and treat everybody.
No. Hey, give me some thoughts on this game coming up, though, Linwood. Are you worried about Christian McCaffrey? How about that new rookie quarterback?
I was worried about it. All right, the minute we won last week, 9-0. I said, all right, I'm moving on, just like my 49ers. I'm moving on. Going into the trenches, Carolina Panthers. I'm down here in Virginia. I'm neighbors. And I'm like, do I go and blow their stadium up? What do I do? I got to do some strategic stuff. What are we doing here? Oh, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, they lost to Tampa Bay. It was a shootout to Tampa Bay. They beat that team. Hold on
Winston
a minute.
was playing
They're giving up on average 22 points a game.
Yeah. How about the running back for the Tampa Bay Bucks? Didn't he have a nice day? If the Bucks aren't going to stop the run, this plays right into the 49ers' hands. You have to be good against the run to have any opportunity against the 49ers at all. This could be silly.
Yeah, so I have a philosophy on this, and I'm looking at their quarterback, and everybody's talking about Allen, blase, and I'm like, all right, well, he ain't faced an defensive front like this one, except for in practice.
Yeah, his own defense.
The difference is we got better corners in backfield than that, and linebackers to top them off. So I have a funny feeling we're going to do what everybody does to us. We haven't done it all year to anybody that I can recall. Early.
Yeah.
If we're smart, we're going to load the box. The last 3 weeks. Yep, exactly. The last 3 weeks, we've allowed the running back to come storming down the trenches, and we lock it down from there. I think this week we lock it down from jump, load the box, blitz packages, this and that, dominate, get a lead, and then force the quarterback to try and beat that defense. Ain't happening. We're going to have lots of turnovers. It's going to end up being a blowout game.
There you go. Is that your phone, Linwood? What's going on back in the background there? Kind of.
Yep, that would be my absolute formula. Load the box, stack the deck early on, shut McCaffrey down. Oh, what do we do now? Oh, they just jumped the lead on us. Well, we got to play catch up. We can't do it running the ball and kick a field goal.
No.
We're going to have to throw the rock.
And let's do it together. And you're going to have Nick at the edge, way down the edge of the field as he's taking that snap. Oh, quarterback.
Oh, dude. Exactly.
Oh, quarterback. Kyler. The whole audience ought to be doing that at Levi's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Kyler.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to design some plays. We're going to get burned here and there. Ron Rivera and staff are really good. We're going to get burned on a play in here, and I see it on a screenplay. When we go to blitz or stack to rush them, they'll hit us here and there. But it's okay. We're going to absorb and overcome like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all we do. That's all you get. We're still going to shut you down. You're not running nowhere. And then once I think Jimmy G is going to light some stuff up. They're going to open it up a little bit.
Well, just
and everybody forgets, Jimmy
how
G
good he was.
Is a top flight quarterback. And,
yes. He's just
Kyle Shanahan only allows him he calls the plays in. So Jimmy G's only allowed to do what the hell he's supposed to do.
Thank you.
And he's like, all right, well, one of these days, Kyle's going to open this up for me, and I'm going to burn
This is the day.
people.
You're absolutely right. But I need that. Let me give me that score, though, because we have to go here.
Here we go. They average 22. We're only giving up on average in the teens. Turnovers. We're going to get to the quarter. And 34-16.
That's right. I like that. Anytime you keep that score,
I'm going to 34-16.
There you go. Sounds right to me. Especially with our brand new shiny toy named Sanders. All right. Linwood, I'm going to look for you tomorrow so I can say, Linwood, you was right, man. I knew it. I was too low. I said 24.
I'm going to be looking for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking for you tomorrow. And I'm also going to be looking for Jesus, my King.
Yeah.
If
He's
you're
rolling
out,
around
get a
here
shot of
now.
him. Hey, man, stop buying up all those Popeye spicy sandwiches. Leave some for the rest of us.
Put out an APB on him. Stop him. And take some of them sandwiches away from him.
I'm telling you, game tackle, Jesus, my King, at Popeyes before he gets to the door. Yeah, 33, 34, 16, San Francisco.
There you
See
go.
the fan tomorrow. Niner Empire, Ronbo Sports. Hit those likes. I want to see that. It's get Christmas time. Those likes need to be looking like that Christmas tree. Light it up. Light it up.
Thanks, Linwood.
Ooh. Let's get this done, fam.
Sit. Night, Linwood. Oh, God. We got to get a description of Jesus, my King, rolling up the Popeyes, taking up all the sandwiches, man, because they got dudes doing that on purpose just to be mean. Hey, Deshaun Page. Deshaun. No, you're amazing, fam. Thanks for the contribution. Appreciate it. Look, let me go here and see. Dean up in the great Northwest. Dean!
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Dean, your connections, you sound like R2-D2.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
But Dean, Chewy's not here to interpret. I mean, interpret what you're saying. Yeah, I don't. What are you doing different?
Can you hear me now? Do I still sound like R2-D2?
You know what? I don't know what's going on. Dean, you got it. I think you might have to call back. That connection's not working.
Okay, wait, hold on. Do you hear me now?
Oh, that's better. Dean, were you doing that on purpose?
No, it's these headphones I've been trying to use. I guess I sound like R2-D2. That's kind of cool, though.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, for any other call, when everybody needs to not hear or understand what you're saying, but that's pretty funny. Hey, Dean. So anyway, Dean, I noticed that the kids cut you loose a little more freely these days. I see you're in here all the time now. So they get a little older now. They don't need dad, huh?
Oh no! It's just I have a job now to like where I get home a little bit earlier and I can actually call in, so it's pretty nice.
All right.
So anyways, oh my God, okay, so Ronbo, do you see what Kyle Allen tweeted today?
Yeah, no, I was corrected on that, but I'd like to believe he really said that just to get Nick Bosa all fired up.
So he didn't say that?
Well, everybody seems to think that. Well, I don't think anybody can believe he would say that. I was like, what? Is he kidding me? Nah.
Okay, because if he did tweet that, man, dude, Bosa would get mad, man.
You know how,
he would go
right?
on him.
And you know how Nick is. Nick is, don't give him any incentive. He's already coming out there a little bit crazy anyway. And then tell him this? Oh, man.
Like what he did with Mayfield, too, you know? Like
Baker. Come on, Baker, challenges.
You laid him down in his lap and gave him a spanking, man. He went down on him. So, but no, one thing I want to point out though is, man. Okay, so the Niners are kind of like the Republicans with media, you know, because like Republicans with Trump, they're like, oh, the media hates us and all this, and they hate Trump. Dude, it's the same way with the Niners, man. It's the exact same way. And just because, so I was listening to sports radio in the morning. I was listening to someone,
but an announcer went on. He's like, "Who do you think are the top 3 NFC teams?" And he's like, "I think the Saints are number 1.
Everybody says
They're
that.
looking good. They got Teddy Bridgewater, and then Green Bay Packers because of Aaron Rodgers." And he's like, and then I guess the 49ers. Like,
it pained him to say it, right? It pained him.
Yeah, they can't give him nothing. And he's like, only because they haven't faced anyone. Well,
I
it's
know.
bull crap. It's because we faced the Browns. Like everyone's like, oh, wait till you face the Browns. Okay,
Yeah.
we face the Browns.
How about the Rams? Wait till you guys play the Rams.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, wait till you face the Rams. And then we beat the Rams too. And they're
To
like,
death.
yeah, but they're not that good. And Todd Gurley was out. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
see, these are some of the same teams that Green Bay got to play Oakland. Who else did they play that's just absolutely terrible? And, and who'd they lose to?
Well, they should have lost to Detroit. They should have lost to Detroit. Like,
yes.
There was, like, so many bad calls on that Detroit game.
Who did Green Bay lose to? They lost to who? Well, it wasn't. Who was that? See, that's why I say people don't understand. Just because we haven't played these people doesn't mean we're not better than they are. So,
Yeah. No, exactly. Well, then with the Panthers now, I'm so excited for this game, Ronbo. So I have family in North Carolina, and I have a good friend who is a Panthers fan. He used to talk so much crap all week, So I'm just like, oh man, I'm excited for this game. I think we're gonna blow them out too. I feel like our defense is just too good, and Kyle Allen is just like he's not gonna be able to handle that pressure. So. I gotta admit though, with like what I was saying about the media, the only media that gives us like any credit or anything is that Good Morning Football. I mean, they must be Niner fans or something.
Well,
dude, because every time
because Kyle Brandt and the other guy, you got 2 guys there that are 49er fans. Well, not really. Well, Kyle Brandt's not really a 49er fan, but the other guy is. He actually came and did the 49ers annual. State of the franchise. So, yeah, but they're not biased all the time, is the thing. So, but then you know what? We're going to run out of time. Let me get your score. Right now.
Man, all right. Ready for this, Ronbo? All right. So, McCaffrey, dude, he's going to be nowhere. It's going to be awesome. Like, I can't wait for this game. 27-3 is my score. I think our defense is going to just shut them out, and Garoppolo is just going to look amazing. Their defense isn't even that great. So
I know, and they're traveling across country. People forget that too. All right, dude. We're going to go because we need as many people as we can in here tonight before we say goodnight on every score we can. But, dude, 27-3, I like it.
Yep. All right, Ronbo. I'll talk to you later. Shout out to them, and have a good night, man.
You too. Ideally.
Bye.
Man. All right, there you go. And what I like is only one person has given the Panthers 20 points, in which I said, you know what? I emphatically disagree with anybody giving that team 20 points. Kenny, what's up? This is Kenny. He says, we're going to show teams why we traded for Sanders. And that could be one of the reasons why the 49ers do go to the air tomorrow. Let's check out and see what they have here. I would imagine that they're waiting on that, but you can't just say, okay, we're gonna take Sanders away from him, because you can't just take Sanders away. Because if teams could just take Sanders away, Sanders has got the best quarterback right now that he's had in the last, good Lord, since the Super Bowl. So this could be interesting. Hey, Leon.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Leon,
I'm mad.
What are you thinking?
Ready for tomorrow, Ronbo.
I mean, you
ready
know what I'm
for
saying?
Tomorrow.
And you should be. This is going to be a fun game on so many different levels, because 49ers are tired of people talking about them not being worth a damn and getting away through a weak schedule. So this is going to be the game 49ers. All right, y'all go get the Panthers hurt, because you didn't said enough now to fire a team up way more than they would be. But Leon, what else?
That's right. Oh man, it's just I was happy when we got Emmanuel Sanders, because we just had to be honest with ourselves. Our wide receivers, they're just not doing what they're supposed to do. So it's good to get somebody, and I wasn't really familiar with Emmanuel Sanders. So I hit up one of my best friends. He has been a long time Broncos fan. And when I texted him, he said, "Wow, for real?" So then I asked him because he coaches high school football too. So I was like, so from the coaching standpoint, what do you think about him? He said, man, you guys got a good receiver. So, you know, I think he's going to make a huge difference. I don't think they're going to get too pass happy, but I want them to at least get into the habit of passing the ball.
They got to test him out. He's got to get some receptions.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, you know, we can't just be a one-dimensional team on offense. So we definitely going to have to, you know, throw the ball around a little bit. But I know I haven't heard anybody bring this up yet. I don't know if they brought it up in the last show or not. But I think we should take a chance on Josh Gordon, Ronbo.
Yeah, I have already had this argument on Twitter. But give me a reason why would you do that?
Man, he's not AB for one. I mean, you know, he's had his issues, but he's made some progress. You know, it's not like he's the worst player in the world as far as personal issues is concerned.
No, but
one
question though.
We don't got to pay for him.
No, but doesn't it concern you that the Patriots are saying goodbye to him? He's not hurt that bad. In fact, he said he could play right now. Why are the Patriots doing this to him? And it can't be because
I don't.
See, that's what I'm saying. That cannot be for Sanu. Sanu's good, but he's not better than Gordon. Now, what is wrong? Doesn't that strike you as weird?
I don't know, Ronbo. Yeah. It's a little strange, but at the same time, we're talking about the Patriots. You know, they do things a little differently anyway. So I mean,
yeah, but if you're a good football player and you're keeping your nose clean and not doing anything wrong, they will keep you. I don't know, but I got a feeling that Josh has failed another drug test. He can't help it, Leon.
That would suck. Would suck if that's the case. That would really, really, really suck.
Well, I kind of feel that is it. And you know what they did? They found a way to get him out so he can still get his life together. But you got to go. This is another thing. Last year you had the same problem. He can't stay off the grass, Leon. He can't do it. He is absolutely hooked. He can't help it.
I know, man. The grass is keeping him off the grass, basically. You know, I mean, but you know, I think if it's not him, I think we're gonna make another move somewhere around before the trade deadline. I mean, we have to figure out something.
I think it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, and Marquise, honestly, this is starting to get a little annoying now at this point, Ronbo. Like, dude. I mean, unless it's like a death in the family, like unless like his mom died or his grandma died, something major, dude, you gotta play tomorrow, bro. Like, you can't just keep with these.
And they won't tell us what it is. There's personal reasons. And we know last time he had personal reasons, we know what happened. And the time before that, we knew what it was. But what is it now?
Right. I mean, you know, it's like, okay, I understand it. I get it. Family always is number one. But if it's gonna be if it's the same issue, and it'd be different if it was the same issue and he was playing good. But man, Marquise dropping passes, man. I mean, you really gonna do this right now?
Okay, Leon, but you know what though? I think that might be a little over exaggerated. Marquise is actually leading the team with receptions. Yeah, okay. Well, one thing I do defend players on, if they have 8, 9 receptions and miss 1 or 2, people only remember the ones they missed. I don't know. You know what though? What he does do is even if he doesn't catch the ball, he clears that safety out. I like what he does to Kyle's game. He needs that guy that's going to drain the infield so players can make plays underneath. And no matter what you do with Marquise, you do not let him go down the field by himself because he will kill you then. So we need him, and that's why I want him on the field with Sanders Sunday so bad. But, we'll be fine. Debo's going to be out there with Sanders. And maybe
Debo
Dante, but they're not speedsters. I like that speed element. I think we should trade for John Ross.
I get you. I do too. I do too. I'm with you there. I mean, I definitely like speedsters. Speedsters always help because they stretch the field. But it's just after a while you just turn like, okay, let's come on guys, we got to get this ball rolling with these with this passing game. But as far as the score tomorrow, I'm thinking 27-10, Ronbo.
All right. That's a good score, too. Yeah. It sounds like
something
like
because,
right.
Yeah, man, because Kyle Allen, he hasn't faced
a defense like this.
man.
Yeah, that's
Come
gonna be.
on.
Leo, we gotta go though. Let me. Tomorrow we'll talk more about this after the game. Everything we're thinking comes into fruition. All right.
All right, sounds good, man. Have a good evening, Ronbo. And like I
Thanks,
always say, Niners since a minor was a nation to an empire. Let's go, y'all.
All right. Good stuff, Leon. Paul, hey, is that Paul? Come on in, Paul.
Ronbo. What's
Paul.
up, Ronbo? How you doing tonight?
Hey, Paul, I'm telling you, man, awesome. Because, here's the thing. I feel comfortable like I've not felt. Paulie, when's the last time you felt comfortable about the 49ers going into a game? Since Harbaugh left, right? This is a crazy
Harbaugh.
feeling. I love it.
Absolutely. Yep. That last Super Bowl run where we played the Ravens that year, I think was the last time. And
we could relax.
Oh man, that's the last time. I'm actually confident. I'm happy the day before.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a while. I remember the last 2, 3, 4 seasons. It used to be like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah, here we go again. That's exactly right. Here we go. God.
Yeah. But I tell you, I'm feeling really confident about tomorrow's game. I do feel that this is the first big test for us this season. We did play some other really good teams. I don't want to hear nothing about people saying the Browns. The Browns are a very talented football team, so I don't want to hear
Lots of talent.
That. And we went into Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has beaten some very good football teams this year, so no excuses. We're playing great, and everybody's just trying to bring the 49ers down and look for a reason to try to say it's this or that. And it comes down to great management, leading down to great coaching, leading down to great decision making during off seasons and trades, and that leading to great coaches and the guys getting the best of their men on the field.
Exactly.
Robert Saleh, I love him to death, and we're just doing everything right, everything by the books, and we have more. The one thing that we have over all these other superstar teams like the Saints, Green Bay, and the Patriots is that we have depth, Rombo.
Absolutely.
If we lose a receiver, we lose a cornerback, it's okay. We got guys to step up, and it's the next man up, and we got talent across the board. We're winning tomorrow, Rombo. I'm telling you, I know you got guys calling in, but we're winning tomorrow. I'll give you my score. I'm going to say we're going to go 27-13. 27-13 is my score.
We think alike.
Before you let me go, just really quick.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to another fellow guy that calls in to you. He's also in the New Jersey area like me. Me and him have actually hooked up and become like best of friends.
Right.
Thanks to your show. And his Melvin Bryant, I don't know if you're calling in tonight. If you're listening, Melvin Bryant III, you're the man. And Melvin actually, he's gone. He's from Jersey. He flew all the way out to San Francisco
for this game
versus Pittsburgh. And he went to the Pittsburgh game, and he actually just went to the Redskins at Mud Bowl bash over there. He was in Washington.
Mel's become a correspondent now. And he was doing a video just about early in the season. His favorite guy, of course, as you know, is Terrell Owens, and he was there for Terrell Owens. Yeah, that was great.
Wasn't that awesome, Ronbo? He's sitting right there with Terrell Owens in the front row, hanging out with T.O. I was so happy for him. Yeah. And my favorite player on the team this year is I'm always a fan since Ronnie Lott played. My favorite position is the strong safety. Whether it was Eric Reed or we had Dante Whitner, but Ronnie Lott was my hero. Right now it's Jaworski Tart.
That's Mel's guy too. Yeah.
Yes. Melvin got me Jaworski Tart's gloves signed when he went to that game. And he put Melvin, I hope you're listening. If you're not, Melvin put these gloves in a case. He framed them for me. Got Jaworski Tart's name on the frame and mailed them to me, Ronbo.
Awesome.
And this is all thanks to your app, man. I mean, I love what you're doing, Ronbo. I really do. I want to show my support every way I can. I listen in every night. I call in every time I'm not doing overtime, and I haven't been, so I've been calling in the line. I'm going to be on the show tomorrow. I watch you. I put right next to my big screen TV where I got the satellite dish with the 49er game. I got the Ronbo YouTube app going, and I'm in there calling in with you.
Right.
And it's just so much fun, Ronbo. I love it. Every night I look forward to it, and it's been a pleasure knowing you. I know I sent you the email. I know you said leave the date open, so hopefully me and you get the one-on-one session.
We got it coming up shortly.
Yes.
All
yes.
right. All right, Paulie.
All right, Ronbo, you enjoy your night. I'm going to go watch a movie with my wife. And,
there you go.
Just have
That's because
tonight.
Football's getting everybody in trouble with the wife.
Yes. That's right. But see you tomorrow morning watching the game at your place on the YouTube, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a great night, Paulie.
You too.
There he is. Another one of my Jersey bros. Hey, is Mel on the phone? Oh, no, Mel. Come on in, man.
No doubt. Was good, Ronbo. Paulie G was good, bro. Yeah. I'm here.
Paulie's showing all kind of appreciation for you, Phil. That was a great thing you did, man. My God, brother. And signed, and you went ahead and framed it up. Oh!
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's my look, man. Paulie is my bro, man. That's my brother.
Man, I've been loving me some Paulie, man. Paulie's been, man, ever since all of us went through the bad time together. So that goes all the way back.
Yep.
Is it 4 years? Because we missed Paulie last year. They had him working a lot of overtime. I think it's been 4 years.
Right.
Minimum.
It's been a while. I don't think it was 4 years. I think that it may have been just not last season, but definitely the season before.
Yeah. So
yeah, man, how you been though, Ronbo? I know it's been a while, man.
Because as I said, I saw you with TC. I said, look at Mel. Oh, and so
I had the time of my life, Ronbo.
I know you did. I could see that.
The time of my life. I've been a 49ers fan since 1988, and that was my very first Niners home game. The only bad part about it, the only thing I'm sad about, is the fact that I never got to go to Candlestick before they shut it down and knocked it down and everything.
You know,
because
I just remember Levi's is going to take a long time before it captures that kind of vibe and ambiance, you know? And because the way venues are made nowadays, Candlestick belongs to the San Francisco Giants and the 49ers, right? Now, Levi's belongs to anybody who can pay for the venue, and they come in and they have road races, they got concerts, they got a lot of things going on all the time. So, you know, it's our house, but we share it. We're roommates.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Yep. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that, you know, Levi's will become like Candlestick. We just have to create the same type of memories there. Once we start creating memories at Levi's, it's the same thing as Candlestick.
Yep. Got to have playoffs. Once you get to the playoffs, now it is the ghost of Candlestick will find Levi's in. So,
no doubt. You know what? Also, Ronbo, if you recall, when Levi's first opened and everything, that was the beginning of the end, man, where the whole Harbaugh situations were happening and everything. So people were saying that ever since T.O. left, he put a curse on the Niners. Like, he was cursed because of that. And you see when T.O. gets his just due and he's welcomed back into the family. He's in the Raptors where he's
getting better. Absolutely.
You see, we out here killing now. From a season where we could not win anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man.
But Mel, before we run out of time, though, what is your summation of what's getting ready to happen here Sunday or tomorrow?
You know what I think, man? Initially, I was thinking, okay, the Panthers are doing well. You know, they got their life back. What's happening to the Panthers with their quarterback now is what happened with us at the end of the season in 2017 when Jimmy G came. Just new blood, you know, on the field and being a leader and everything can get people excited. So he could take the same exact roster that Cam Newton had
and do much
wasn't
better.
Really doing. Right. You see, when Jimmy got here, he took the same offense that had been stinking the league up for the whole season, and he barely got sacked. And he just did very well. So, I think that's the deal.
So you think they might give us a hard time?
I mean, initially I thought that could be a possibility, but I think that we're going to stomp them out because I think that we have something to prove right now.
Exactly.
If we didn't have veterans, I think that it would be a lot different, even if we had the same success. With a bunch of young guys, especially guys who were here when we were losing as bad as we were, the wins that are stacking up could have kind of gone to their head, and they could have been relaxing, like a game last week versus a Redskins type team. They could have looked at it like, oh, well, we're undefeated. These dudes are 1-5, and they wouldn't have taken it seriously. But you have veteran leadership and guys like Sharp. You got Coach Shanahan. It's just at almost every position we have that leadership, and especially now that we got a Gainwell, our wide receivers are about to show out because they think they're going to lose their job.
I hope they do put an exhibition on. An air attack tomorrow would be special, wouldn't it? Yeah. And they got to test out the new toy, so we might see that, Mel. Might see it.
Yeah.
Well, Mel,
what
do you got for a score?
You think he's back already?
Who?
What'd you say?
No, what was your question, though? Do I think who's
he's battle ready?
Battle ready.
Now, do you think that
Sanders?
Yeah, Emmanuel.
Oh, God, yes. And he knows the playbook. All he had to do was learn the verbiage, and him being a pro, I'm pretty sure he got that down pretty quick. So, looking forward to it.
Oh, okay.
And I tell you something else, too, before you give me the score. The rest of the receivers and everybody else on that team are going to step it up tomorrow because they're going to see, they went out and got somebody else because we wasn't getting it done. I watch what happens now.
Yeah.
It's going to fall into place like dominoes.
Yeah.
Mel.
Yeah.
Mel, let me get your score, fam.
I think the score is going to be 31-12.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
I think they'll score one touchdown, but either mess up the extra point or feel like they have to go for two and not get it. So two field goals.
There's a scenario. Yeah. I could see that. Because if they have to start throwing the ball and getting behind, then they're dead meat. Mel!
You know what, Pete? And I'll be very brief with this, but just like we hear the things that people are saying, whether it's media analysts or so-called insiders or writers, we hear these things, so you know that the people hear them. So Jimmy G, I'm sure he hears how hard people are being on him. Despite all the success he's been having, he didn't throw for 1,000 yards last week, so we're not winning because of him. You could just insert any quarterback and they do well, and that's bogus. That's BS.
Oh, I really hate it. But you know what? That's okay. Because as long as we're winning, he's still going to get credit. And like you say, tomorrow, G may put on a clinic. I think he's ready now more than he was week 1, 2, and 3. So we'll see. Mel, and we got to get together for a one-on-one here before the season gets too long, Mel. But you can't catch you when you ain't traveling around, all right? I'll get back to you on that real quick.
All right, my bro.
All right, fam. Have a good night, Mel.
All right, bro. You too, thanks.
Thanks, Mel. Oh, always great to hear from Mel. Never heard from him. This man's been traveling around a lot this offseason, or during the season. John Milner, thanks, fam, says, what's up, Niner fam? 49ers 28, Panthers 14, Jimmy G 295 yards and 3 TDs. Yeah! I don't know, it's just a really comfortable feeling, knowing that defense is going to be just lights out. Will, $1 bill, Will.
Ronbo, what's up?
You know, like I was saying a few minutes ago, starting to get that feeling like we had back in 2011, 12, 13. When you knew the 49ers was going to beat people up. No matter what the offense was doing, we always knew the defense ain't going to let you have nothing. So what you going to do? You can't stop us from scoring, and especially now. We got Shanahan and not Frank, what's that fool's name? With his little routine playing, call himself. Anyway, we got this. But, Will, your perspective.
I think it's going to be a good game Sunday. I believe 49ers going to come out dominant. I believe they're going to come out with a victory. McCaffrey, I believe their main focus is you got to stop McCaffrey. You can slow down McCaffrey. You got to put more pressure on Kyle Allen. The pressure is going to come from the outside with Ford and Bosa, as well as the inside with Buckner and Armstead. He's going to choke. He he's fumble. He's been fumbling the ball a lot. So I mean, we put a lot of pressure on him. We should get some turnovers. their defense, they got somewhat of a good defense. They kind of got like a bend but don't break type defense. But I believe the running game will open up because they're not as good against the run, you know. And you got Tevin Coleman who played against the Panthers a lot, you know, being in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right. Him and Kyle.
Right, and then you got Quan Alexander who knows about the Panthers a lot from being from Tampa Bay.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then you got Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got Kyle Shanahan who knows Carolina as well as being an offensive coordinator in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And playing against them when he was the Falcons.
Right, so there's a lot of familiarity with the players going against this team. But overall, man, I think Emmanuel Sanders is going to have a good game coming in at his 49 debut. He said he knows 90% of the playbook. He said nothing's really changed from switching over. So he said the only 10% he got to know is the verbiage. So that's all he has to know. So I mean, it's basically a plug in and play. And Kyle Shanahan said he play a lot Sunday. So I'm looking forward to it. And I tell you what, I'm gonna make a bold prediction. He's gonna score 2 touchdowns.
Oh, yes. Who got that third one? I mean, how many points? What is your score on this, Will? Because this way I'll get an idea as to where you get that number from. What's going to be your score in this game?
31-17. I think Sanders might score 2, and with the addition of Sanders being on the team, y'all get ready to see George Kittle back to doing his thing now.
Yeah, because he ain't hurting at all now. Mm-hmm.
Guys are about to get open. Emmanuel Sanders is a well-known threat in this league. The defense is going to respect that. Debo's going to make some plays, or Kittle's going to make some plays now underneath. So this was a good addition that Kyle made. So I heard that Kyle Shanahan pursued John Lynch of getting him. Like
I hear that story.
Getting on him about. So he got his man. So Kyle about to open up that playbook a little bit more. Jimmy G finally has somebody to throw to now. He really does. Somebody who has sure hands, who know they would catch the ball no matter what, run good routes and everything. So I believe Jimmy got a legit to it. I ain't trying to knock Goodwin or Pettis or nothing, but they haven't been stepping it up.
Yeah, they're not Sanders.
They haven't been stepping it up. Richie James and Kendrick Bourne are the only 2 guys that have been stepping it up. They've been doing the most. They've been doing the most coming through, in the game. So, with Sanders in, man, it's gonna be great for Jimmy. So that's gonna help Jimmy a lot, and it's gonna help their offense a lot. But we still need to stick with the running game. The running game still has to be legit, so we can set up play action and stuff for Sanders and Kittle and Debo. So, hey, man, we gonna rock out, man. It's gonna be at Levi. Levi gonna be rocking, man. You already know. Kyle Allen, man, this is the most dangerous defense he didn't face yet. So
that's right.
This is a big test for him. I think he's gonna fail. We just gotta play fundamental football.
We got this.
Don't make stupid mistakes, and we got.
Okay, Will, I will see you tomorrow, fam. So get ready for that win and the party, the after party.
All right, man. Y'all already know what it is. Not Empire, man. Let's stay humble, man. One game at a time. Let's focus on Carolina tomorrow. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my TNT fam. I play up on the Drake, Trey Trez, Big Show, Russo, Shay Lewis, man. All them guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ronbo Sports Fan Club. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm telling you, man. F the Rams, F Rudy. We lost Super Bowl on score 3 points. They got Jalen Ramsey for nothing. Ain't gonna mean nothing because the offensive line still ain't crap. They lost to Tampa Bay, got 55 points put on them, and we beat them 31-17. And they bankrupt. All right.
Hey, Will. To give you some reason why Will takes a good shot at the Rams before he says goodnight. Will is in SoCal, and he's watching them fools walking around in horns and blue hats. So you say, he's a personal thing with Will. Sharon! What was that sound?
What was that sound?
Is that name spelled wrong? Is it Sharon or what is your say your name again?
Sharon or Sharon.
Oh, Sharon or Sharon. Yeah, hi Sharon.
Hello, Mr. Ronbo.
Well, are you pre-partying, getting ready for tomorrow's game?
I am so excited, so pumped up, but nervous at the same time. But I know we can do this.
I think so. And there's no
I
reason to be
don't
really
doubt my
concerned.
team at all.
Yes, the way. I like that spirit. Come on.
But I do want to say this, though. I heard that Stately will be playing tomorrow.
Staley, he will be playing. See, because yeah, I can see that. And even if he doesn't play the whole game, I can see him getting his feet wet, especially if he's going to come back Thursday night. You're probably right.
Right.
Where'd you hear that?
With Kyle and Christian talking smack, saying that they're going to slide through us like butter. That chance on that, buddy. No way, I don't think so. Not with Nick Bosa, just Foster Buckner, and then you got Armstead. Come on now, they ain't going to let you get past us like that.
And they have not got a really offensive line built and designed to stop that off.
All they do is run the ball. I never seen Kyle put it up in the air. They just run it and pass it. They don't throw up in the air.
Yeah.
I never seen them do it.
You might see a little bit more tomorrow because I think Kyle might trust Sanders more than the rest.
Well,
maybe.
I just think it's going to be a lot of sacks and fumbles and interceptions because he's going to feel the noise from the fans and he's not going to be able to take the noise.
And Sharon, how fired up the 49ers, because you know how tired our team is of hearing about 49ers haven't played anybody yet, and that's why they're 6-0. No. Okay, so tomorrow...
I am so tired of hearing that myself. We play every team in... This is our schedule every year. We can't help who we play and who we don't play. I mean, it's like our schedule. We have to follow what we have to follow through on, but people are just hating us. That's all it is. They're haters.
What we should,
and they need to go get some Haterade or something. But at the end of the day,
God, I wish the 49ers would call management or call New York City. Listen, we're tired of playing nobodies. Could you please shuffle the schedule? Maybe we can play some teams.
I want to touch up on this too. You know, those who are knocking Jimmy G, those are bandwagons coming back as Niner fans just because we lost last year. Now we're winning. They want to come back. Yeah. Like Richard Sherman said, you need to stay where you at.
Yes. Continue to not like us.
So quit knocking on Jimmy because Jimmy is doing just fine.
Yeah. I said, you know, and last week's game against the Redskins showed how good he is.
Oh my God, I was so nervous on that one. Oh my God.
The ball is soaking wet.
I'm nervous every game we play.
I think the ball is soaking wet. The field is hard to get any footing on. Jimmy G is still
pulling out. That's what people didn't understand. It was the weather. If it wasn't the weather, guaranteed we would have had higher points and we would have knocked them down and shut them down. But they didn't realize it's the weather and the spill was wet. Did you see all that water when they were sliding in the water? They did that on purpose.
They should have played. They could have played in swimming trunks and had caps. I mean, there was no need to play in a football uniform because the field was just falling into a pool every time you went down.
Right.
It's terrible. Yeah.
They didn't realize that they should have covered the field, but they didn't do that. They didn't cover the field, but they should have.
That's the owner. You know how he hates the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan. So, you know, and he doesn't care about his own team.
They had bad beef between them two just because of his dad. Oh, well, cry me a river.
Yeah. And they did, too. They cried us an entire river, Cheryl. And they thought they'd give the Redskins an advantage by taking the feet away from the 49ers. Don't cover that field. Let that field get sopping wet and slow the Niners down. We could win this game. You just made me. Yeah, that is exactly what happened. Wow. Okay, that's all right. It didn't work.
100%.
It did not work. So we got
it. During the game tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of unnecessary calls against us and against them. It's going to go both ways. Their kicker is going to miss it to the right, and we win it. I'm going to say 30-12.
And Sean, you know what's funny?
Kyle is going to get sacked by Nick Bosa and Buckner and whoever else gets to him first.
Don't forget D Ford. I really enjoy, though. I got to remember this. you actually called how they're going to miss the field goal. You're going to miss it wide right.
Yes. Yes, wide
If
right.
that happens tomorrow, I'm going to lose my mind laughing.
I'll call in and say, Ronbo, was I right?
Yeah, exactly. Jay, we're going to go. I'll tell you what, get in here tomorrow. I'll be watching for that field goal and the missed wide right.
All right.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Great to hear from you.
You
All
have
right.
a good one. You too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night. That's funny. She already called how they was going to miss the field goal. Who's ever thought of that? I've never thought they're going to miss wide right. I mean, that's good stuff. Sean, the jeweler's on the phone. Oh, this is Sean. All right, it's not Sean. Okay. Sean. Who's that? Silence. And,
Ronbo.
Hey.
Oh man, my fault, man.
No, it ain't. we, you know, sometimes people have to put the phone down and go do whatever they're doing until we call them. Sean, it's okay. What's up?
Man, not much, man. Look, I've been working, man. I ain't been able to call in since the draft. God,
that is a while, huh? And you know what's good about that? In your wildest imagination and dreams, did you suspect during the draft? I know Nick, we didn't know. Everybody thought, oh man, we got Nick Bosa, man, that ain't gonna do us no good. The dude's gonna be hurt 3 minutes after he puts on a 49er uniform. Now, a lot of people thought Nick was gonna be on sick bay all season long. Now here he is, pretty much leading the league in pressures. So, did you see this with Nick, and did you see 6-0 to start the season?
Ronbo, you can call me Steve Wonder because I didn't see none of this shit coming. You know what I'm talking about? Look, man. I'll be honest, man. Look, I was one of the Bosa haters. You know, I didn't want
every other person was.
I got to eat slow, you know. And, you know, but he's playing great, man. The team's playing great. The chemistry, man, the camaraderie, that culture, that's what it is, Ronbo. That's what separates us, man. Like, What's going on with Juice, Ronbo? I ain't heard nothing about Juice, man.
He bruises him. He's got an MCL, but he's healing up. It's a 5-week period. He should be out. He says he's feeling fine already. So I suspect Juice may be back about a week earlier. That's a big, strong dude. So, because he went down on that one play, banged his knee, and bruised his MCL. So he's getting better. He'll be back shortly. You know what, though? I got to tell you, Sean, the team is acclimated somewhat. We haven't had a big run game since he left. It might be this week because they needed to readjust to Juice missing. You know how that goes. So let's see what happens this week. But we need him back.
Right. Yeah. That drive field's going to make a big difference, man. The keys to the game for me, Ronbo, because I know you got a lot of callers, man. I'm going to keep it short. One is Jimmy G. I'm loving him, man. He's got heart. He's got fight. He's out there running and shaking people. You know what I'm saying? If I can just get him to just settle down and look off them safeties, you know what I'm saying? Just like, if I can, do his reads and all that. I think that's going to be a big key for us. Cal, I'm not worried about Cal. If he really tweeted that shit, let me tell you something wrong. If he really tweeted that, man,
he cannot be that crazy.
It plays in our favor, man, because that means he's in his feelings already. And if you're in your feelings, you ain't gonna be relaxed when it's game time. So
and you don't want to get Nick's feelings. So it's not a good move either way. So.
Not a smart man. but I think it's gonna be a great game, man. We're gonna eat them up on the ground, man. We're gonna run straight through them. I mean, everybody keep talking about their defense. Their defense is all right, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's all right. But
it is. I mean,
you got to look at the quarterback. He played 5 games. What are you talking about?
It's not like the Patriots defense. I mean, I watched other teams run on them. I said, wait a minute, you can run on that team, because I was a little bit concerned. I went and watched 2 games against Tampa Bay. They was running the ball. The Texans run. Wait a minute. I thought this defense was supposed to be lights out. This ain't lights out. They're running. So who got the best running game in the league? We got to be at least number 1 or number 2. So
exactly. We're familiar with them.
I feel like as long as we, contain McCaffrey with these screenplays, with these, quick outs where he's blocking for 3 seconds, waits for the field to clear out, and then kind of dashes out.
See, you even know the play. See, everybody knows that.
Yeah, man. Right. So as long as we can be ready for those, it's over. My score, I'm coming in at 24-10, Ronbo. I think they get their hands on luckily, okay? And then they kick a field goal once, and, and we ram it down their throat the whole time, man. 24-10, Ronbo.
There you go. I agree, Sean. And Sean, with that said, I'll tell you what, tomorrow, I hope we get in here after the game. So Sean called it. Everybody called it. We all had around the same score. I think we all averaged around 24 to 28 points for the 49ers, but everybody's keeping them under 20 points, and I like that because I'm saying, come on, man, why is it all of a sudden people are trying to you cannot give the Panthers 20 points. They're not going to score 20 points on the 49ers. Nobody's going to. So that's what
I mean, you average 10.7 points a game, right?
People and OCs are scared for the quarterback to do anything but hand it to the running back. See, that's fear. That's respect. That's better look out. Ho, ho.
Hey, I'll catch you later, Ronbo, man. I'll let you go, big guy.
Appreciate hearing from you too, Sean. Have a good night. Yeah. Hey, it's Jamel.
Hey, Ronbo, how you doing, bro?
Jamel, you know how I'm doing, man. I'm 27-13, feeling good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm going to put my score in the chat. You'll see I'll put in 24-3. Probably tack on about 3 more points.
For the 49ers?
About lose.
49ers or the Panthers?
About 20.
3 more points for who? The 49ers or the Panthers? You said 24-3.
3 more points for us.
Okay, so 27-3?
Yeah, it's about 27. Yeah, so we'll see how Emmanuel Sanders get in, and I think he's going to definitely the respect. So that'll open up. I think the rest of the wide receivers they'll step their games up, and then
I think so.
Can really. Yeah, I really think so. And then Kyle Shanahan can really open up the playbook. And then with our defense, what they going to do? Like Jim Brown told Richard Pryor when he was on that stuff, he said, what you going to do? Nothing. You know what I mean?
Because a rookie quarterback, okay, Grant, he's won 4 games. We're pressed. But... quarterbacks have been around for. Ask Baker Mayfield how easy it is to throw them little screenshots and quick outs. Shh, man. Better yet, ask Jared Goff. See, these quarterbacks have been around for a while, and the 49ers spanked that butt like it wasn't nothing. So that's why I say, come on, man. Kyler's okay, but I don't know about him just running a game on the 49ers defense. So we'll see.
Right, we'll see. Yeah, so that's my score, and we'll see what happens. I know we got about plenty of callers. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. So I'm going to go ahead and give a shout-out to, and she always says, Jamel, don't call me your girlfriend, call me your fiance. I said, girl, you prophesying already. Go ahead on. So Sophia, so Sophia Antasia Alexandro, I love you, baby, so much. And to my number one, JJ, I'm going to call him tomorrow after church to see how he's doing. I haven't heard from him in a while, so, and that's about it. So,
all right. Well, Jamel, that's fair. And I'm glad you made your lady feel a little better. That's a good move. All right. As you say these things in public, then it has to be believable.
Yeah.
All right, Jamel. You rest easy, fam. Great to hear from you as usual. I'll see you tomorrow if you get some chance. All right.
I will. I definitely will.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, yep.
And let's go check out. Party, party, pum, pum. Party, party, pum, pum. Party, party, pum, pum. Party. Rico Suave.
Suave.
Oh, Rico!
Oh, baby!
What's good, Ronbo?
Hey, Rico, man, it's like this. Tomorrow, you're going to see the 49ers play the best football of the season. Why? Because everybody said, put it on, man, y'all ain't beat nobody yet, man. Y'all ain't legitimate. Beat somebody, and then let's talk. Okay, the 49ers said, okay, good. Bring the Panthers, please. Thank you. Now we got somebody we can talk about. Rico, I think they did the wrong thing by getting the 49ers crazy about this game. Look out. What do you expect, Rico?
At home, Debo Samuels is back.
Yep.
Another key.
Yep.
We got Kittle. We got Breida. We got Coleman.
And you got a new guy too.
Yeah, we added Emmanuel Sanders.
Yep.
Jimmy G, this game, he's going to look good. The only reason why he hasn't been really looking good for, what people say is because obviously we've been running the ball and this and that. It's not his fault. We're winning games, that's what matters. But I think this week he's going to open up, Kyle Shanahan's going to open up that playbook, and he's going to get a lot of, deep balls, and he's just going to go crazy, man.
Yeah. We got to see what Sanders can do. We got to get him broken in.
Yeah, but, broken in, but he comes from a similar, offensive scheme. So it's like
him and Jimmy
like
need to
Will
get together.
Was saying. But like Will was saying, he said it himself, he only got 10% to learn. So it's easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, as far as and they don't need to run that play.
To get accustomed and
and they don't even really need to run that right now. He just needs to run what he knows. Rico, I can tell you this. I can almost guarantee you this. They have rehearsed every play that they're going to do with Sanders tomorrow. And then a week after that, it'll become a little different. But tomorrow, everything you see done will be rehearsed, down pat, and you're going to think he's been playing with the 49ers for years. Watch.
Yeah. But I think we need to stop McCaffrey. If we can stop him, because arguably he's probably the best running back in the league right now.
Could be.
He's a beast. He's doing his thing. But he hasn't played a defense in a line like we have yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a problem. And then you got Quan Alexander there. He's fast. He knows what he's doing. So he's gonna eat, but he ain't gonna eat a lot. He's probably gonna have crumbs. He ain't gonna have a whole dinner. So he's gonna shut that shit down.
I gotta remember that.
And then I was on your YouTube. Cause I was on hold, but then some guy, I don't know his name, but he was like, "Oh, Kyle Allen is he's gonna do a sting on y'all. He's gonna eat y'all alive." How?
Yeah, there's people in there talking like that now.
Really?
That's hilarious. That's just stupid.
Like, really? You're playing the 49ers at home. It doesn't matter, if you're 6-0, 8-0, it doesn't matter. Football is football. You can lose any given Sunday. But with that, with our fan base going crazy, getting loud, and then that pressure, the best pressure in the NFL, he's going to mess up. He's going to throw a couple of interceptions. He's going to get sacked. It's going to be crazy, bro. And then real quick, the Rams, they started off 0-2. My bad, the Panthers. The Rams beat them 30-27. And then the Bucks beat them 20-14. We beat both of them teams. So it's like, if you do like numbers and shit like that, we still keep playing with the same, just keep it locked in. Like Richard Sherman says, it's not one player is better. This and that is a whole 53-man roster, and they all play as one. If they can keep that same energy, it's over, bro. We're gonna win this game, man.
And that defense is gonna look better this week than it did the last 2 or 3. This is the thing. That defense is still coming together. People don't understand. That defense, the potential for that defense, Rico, is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Whew, man.
Yeah. This might be the best defensive team. This might be the best defensive team we've ever seen, or since like the Patrick Willis days in them days, man. I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. And we still haven't allowed a running back to score a touchdown on us. A rushing touchdown.
Stopping him on the 1 yard line. On the
That's
one.
Crazy.
Give it, you ain't coming in there, boy.
I know.
With that Debo's
Ronbo,
big sack.
I know.
Debo kills it coming in like a bird.
But I know you don't.
Bam. Go ahead, sorry.
I know you don't have enough time, so I'm gonna get out of here because I got a couple things to do. But thank you for everything you do. For the platform you provide.
Thanks,
I want to give a shout. Well, first of all, let me do my final score.
Yeah, give us a score.
My prediction. Yeah, 34 Niners, of course, and 13 Panthers.
Yeah.
34-13. That's my prediction.
All right.
So yeah, I just want to first of all give a shout out to you, Ronbo, and all the empires all over the world, the faithfuls, New Jersey Niner Empire, Ronbo Sports Fan Club,
and all the faithfuls all over the world, everybody, man. Everybody that just keeps it real and don't switch up, and you know what I mean, just faithful and just diehard faithfuls, man. Niner Empire, here we go. Let's hopefully we can win this game. Everything looks good. We at home, so see what happens. But you know how I do real quick. Niner! Fuck the other teams. You know how we do. Let's go.
Woo! Yes, indeed. Rico! Hey, look for tomorrow, fam. All right?
No doubt. Much love. God bless you all.
Thanks, fam. Here's Rico. Hey, let's go check out the Nighthawk.
What's going on, Rambo?
I gotta wait for that, man. Every show, man. That are you, fam. See me, man. We sit back in there, and everybody's biggest concern is Christian McCaffrey. Of course, I'm thinking Robert Saleh's got Christian McCaffrey all figured out. I gotta tell you, Nighthawk, Robert Saleh, people didn't know how sharp that individual is. Now, he's got some great guys working for him, Chris Kiffin and Chris Kasurk, but still, I think the mastermind behind all this is Robert Saleh.
Yep.
And Mr. McCaffrey comes in
He's
tomorrow.
the mastermind.
I tell you, it's homecoming for Christian, though. You know, him being a Stanford grad and all, coming in back in front of all his family and friends. He's gonna be trying to show out, though. Oh, he's gonna try to show out. He'll have a few moments, no doubt, but that's okay.
Yeah, he will.
Cause he's a good football player.
Yeah, but Nick Bosa is funny. I cannot forget. Baker.
Yeah, Baker. Hey, come on, Baker, challenge us. That's how you mess with a dude, especially in basketball, football. You got to talk trash. And now, if you're Baker, oh man, the dude is chumping me in front of God and everybody. And then they come out there and they press too hard and they look like Baker Mayfield, laying in the dirt and trying to figure out what to do next. I wish Nick would have helped him up one time. Baker, give me a hand. Get you up here. Let's call your mom. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just worried about you.
No, he said when he said, boom. He said, Baker. I'm like,
Nick Bosa is really a funny guy. I thought he was a quiet killer. But Nick Bosa's with the antics, the sliding in the water last week. I mean, Nick Bosa, that dude, man. I can't wait to see what's next. So,
and then Kittle, I mean, he's funny too.
Always has been, man. George Kittle's out of his mind. God. We got some characters on this team.
But one time I saw him on YouTube. He did he did the walk move.
Oh yeah,
he did the walk voice.
Because you know he's the people's tight end now, and Rock named him that. He gave him that big belt. God, who else on this team?
Kittle's man. He's off field. He's funny.
Yeah, we got Kittle, and who else is a character on this team? D Ford can be pretty funny. Listen to him talk is pretty hilarious too. Richard Sherman. What am I talking about? Richard Sherman's probably number one. Yeah, hey, now, you ever watch the post-game show? Richard Sherman, you always see Kyle Shanahan, Robert Saleh, but every time they do it after game or presser, Richard Sherman's always one of the featured guests.
Yeah, because he said one time he said, look at you, all you guys. Now we're winning. Now you jumping on the ship.
I tell you.
And then he said, if we losing, you guys don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. And
he said, keep it up.
Yeah.
He said, keep it up.
It's nothing but bad things. So keep saying, like this Tiger Kale guy. Tiger Kale comes over here like we don't know he's just envious as can be, talking about how bad the 49ers are. You can always tell dudes that jealousy is just killing them. The first thing they do is say stupid things about the 49ers. I love it. Tiger Kale, you have become the definition of troll with no good sense, and we appreciate your presence. Hey.
But it's funny. I mean, I don't know. How can you say the Saints, New England, and Green Bay play the same team that we play?
Because we're the 49ers, fam. Hey, Nighthawk, give me your score, Nighthawk.
I'm going to say 24-18.
I love everybody's keeping them down at less than 20. That's my number. Nobody scores 20 points on the 49ers this year. I can see that coming all year long, too. 24-18 for the Nighthawk. Hawk?
Yeah.
We go roll. Are you ready?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Before I go, make sure you hit that like on that Rambo show. Hit that like. Nighthawk is out. Peace.
Nighthawk.
Good night.
Good night, Nighthawk. Shake.
Ronbo. That was I had something in my mouth. I can't do it.
That's good.
Man,
you
Rico,
did a pretty good job, though,
voice,
because
man.
it sounds like you're trying to gargle and talk at the same time. Wait, are you eating something hot? It's always that talking with hot food. My mom used to make us get up and leave the table. Okay, why don't you get up and wait till people get through eating so you can eat like an animal? Don't talk with your mouth full every time they're going to do that. Oh, God.
I know. Well, I'm eating something healthy, just chicken and Caesar salad, all that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
God.
So,
Caesar salad. That's just such good stuff. And the chicken goes without saying. Hey, but Sheik, give us some of those Sheik thoughts on the game coming up here Sunday afternoon.
Well, Sunday afternoon is going to be interesting. I mean, a lot of Panther fans coming from the woodwork saying that they're going to get that first double against us. I don't think that's not going to happen, actually. The only guy that you guys have on the offense is CMC.
Yeah.
He's definitely a threat. I'm going to give him the props.
He is good.
But that is not a – yeah. That's one man.
But, Sheik, here's the thing. Their offensive line. I mean their offensive line. Some guys statistically got 62s and things like that. A 62, all you need is 162 on your offensive line, and we're coming in, Sheik. We're coming in.
Yep.
That's it.
Like Rico said, we never give up a running touchdown yet. So, supposedly the MVP is supposed to come in of this year so far. And he said he's going to do a lot of things against us. Kyle Allen talking that mess too, and he hasn't got an INT yet. And I think he's due, Ronbo.
I hope they program to get that. Got to get that. We be the first team to end his little reign. I'd love it.
These little cocky guys coming in, they think they're going to do something. I get it. It's football. It's the passion and your team you want to win. But you're coming to our house. The Empire's going to be loud. It's going to be lit. Eric Reed, let me say this to you, sir.
Forget about Eric.
You come. Oh man, Eric Reed. You I get it. You're complaining about switching the position. Now you want to be. Oh, he circled the 49er on the map and said, "This is the game I'm looking for, and I can't wait."
Well,
let me tell you, sir, that we have Emmanuel Sanders. We have a George Kittle. Try. And we have a Jimmy Garoppolo that's 14-2. And we have you cannot. You're a great safety. Shout out to William Neal was with us. But, sir, you're not going to do anything against this offense. This running attack is crazy. Coleman knows all about that Carolina defense. Kuechly is no doubt one of the top linebackers in the league.
Yep.
But it's going to be a close game, Ronbo.
Yeah, it's going to be
a close game, but Eric Reed.
for first half, and then Kyle makes his adjustments at the court half, and then teams, if they're not ahead of us, they got big trouble. Because you notice how the 49ers come in the second half and Kyle's got it all figured out by then? Yeah. Even that mud bowl last
That's what
week.
we do.
Kyle had it all figured out by the half, how to do, and he did it. You know, and that's why I'm so proud of our guys, because they can follow instruction. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Exactly, Ron. And remember one of the time he wanted to go in the locker room so bad, Kyle Shanahan, to scheme against in the second half. Well, this time he's a second half guy. That's what we do. That's what this football team do. We adjust. Ron Rivera, he's been with the Carolina Panthers. We played against Carolina Panthers for many times. Cam Newton versus Kaepernick. We destroyed with Kaepernick. Cam Newton is sitting down with his media looking like ass on the sidelines. So, we're going to be interested to see what he looks like this time. And
I don't think he's coming. Yeah. I don't think he made the trip, though. Maybe. I hope he did.
Or did it?
I could be wrong. I don't know. I just can't imagine him flying out because he's like depressed these days. He can't play.
Right.
This guy comes in and goes 4-2, and he's got to know his job is on the line. So it's not a good time to be Cam Newton.
And I want to address something really for the Empire that would please follow. The NFC Elite, it's a page on Facebook. It's called NFC Elite. Shout out to Lori Manillo. He actually have a Facebook group called Niner Faithful.
Hi, Lori.
Yes, they've been calling us out, the NFC Elite. All those other bandwagon fans on the NFC have been calling us out. She brought in 500 of her members and show up on their page.
Ooh.
We took over like we've been doing every state that we came in.
Ooh.
We're going to destroy it. It was crazy, Ronbo. You don't even know how bad.
That's impressive.
500. So I all the Ronbo maniacs, please go on Facebook, NFC Elite, follow that. Take just talk crap.
NFC Elite. Okay.
NFC Elite. And then Niner Faithful for Lauren Manillo. That's her group. We destroyed. We took over like we've been doing, Ronbo. They've been calling those cockroaches. Coming from all these bandwagon fans coming in. That's what they've been saying about us. The Empire, stand up. It's time to rise and take over anywhere, any platform.
There you go. And
got
numbers to do it.
You go there.
There you go. Well, Sheik,
anyways, Ronbo.
We need your score, though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you got
the
for us?
Score? I'm going to say, obviously, I'm going to say no. The field goal, we're going to get a pick six. And I think the guy's going to get pick six, and it's going to be a close game. So it's going to be 23-13 Niners. And that pick six is going to be a big, because the defense wins championships.
I love the way he says that. Agreed.
Yes, sir. So shout out to you, sir. Shout out to the chat room. Shout out to the Nile fan club. Shout out to the Ronbo fan club as well, baby. Because we're always lit. Empire rise. Rep your colors. And faithful. Hit that like for Ronbo Sports. Sub, share, and rep your colors, baby. Go Niners.
Thanks, Sheik.
Better, man. Love you, Ronbo.
Love you back, fam. I look forward to tomorrow, too. And enjoy that salad and that chicken.
You're always welcome to come into the Sheik's house, Ronbo.
I tell you, don't ask, because I come in and people have to buy groceries when I leave.
Hey, you're old. You have a room, maybe. But anyway,
all right.
Shout out to the next caller, man.
All right, Sheik. Have a good night, fam. And by the way, next caller is Bethel, of whom we've not talked to in a long time. Bethel!
Hey, what's up, Rumble? Yeah, I've been work. Not that long ago, I actually got out of work, so.
I was loving when you come in, and as you're coming in, you're closing the door, and we hear all the outside noise, and all of a sudden, boom, Bethel's in. Bethel!
Yeah.
Bethel, you're 6-0, man.
I've been watching.
I haven't talked to you since I don't think I've talked to you since the beginning of the season, Bethel. And here we are, 6-0.
Yeah, I remember it was there was actually it was a funny story that I was I forgot what day it was. It was last year. I told this Raider fan, I go, hey, you know what? I know we're not gonna go this year, but next year we're gonna make it a playoff. He started laughing at me. I was all like, and I went back and I seen him. I'm all like, hey, who's going to the playoffs? We are, but you're not. And he just shut up and he kept his mouth shut.
Don't you love it when you run into these guys again? Why? And with a Raider fan, how could he possibly laugh at any conversation a 49er fan offers him? Man, that is hilarious.
Yeah, and I've been hearing a lot of people hate on Jimmy, but one thing is that, we're lucky that, nothing like, certain other teams happen. Like, like right now, like Carson Wentz.
He's really going south. He's having a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
they beat Green Bay. That's right.
Yeah, they great. And a lot of the stuff that they lost a lot of times was because the receivers were not catching the ball. And that's why we're running it a lot because, we don't have we have some great receivers. It's just that, they don't catch the ball. So Kyle doesn't trust them enough to, do some big plays where you need it. That's the reason we got this guy. Because if they will catch the ball, we were not been getting a right receiver right now. We will have the guys that we wanted, and we won't have this issue. But we do.
Well, we got Emmanuel, so that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, but Bethel, watch what happens next. Emmanuel's going to come in and start doing work because that's what he does, right? Watch the rest of them start saying, "Oh no, he ain't going to come in here and make me look bad." See, this might be exactly what the 49ers need to get those guys. They got talent, Bethel. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, me either. Like that's gonna make some of our players a lot better because they're gonna have to step up their game up, and if they don't,
look like
then
the weak
they're
link.
not gonna be here next year.
I know.
Yeah, and then I've been seeing what this guy's been saying, and it looks like he says already that he don't care about the money. He doesn't care as long as he's happy. He'll stay in that team. So that tells our right receivers right there that hey, if you don't do your job, that he's gonna be here next year, and somebody's not gonna have a job.
Well,
they're gonna have to step up.
Man, this is gonna be fun to see. And Dante Pettis, although Bethel, have you heard any rumors about Dante being possibly shot? I can't believe that.
Nah,
not yet.
The only thing I have heard was a lot of teams been calling for Nick Mullins, and a lot of people want him and want to, really get him. But I don't think we're going to want to do that because we need a good backup. If anything ever happens, hopefully they doesn't, we have him, in the background.
Well,
so.
you know what worries me about that, though, Bethel? If somebody makes too good an offer, the 49ers will listen. That's what, whatever can make the team better. If we can get a third-round pick, I think the 49ers will jump on that trade right away. So we'll see.
Yeah, it doesn't, it's not up to us, what they do. But, I remember I have heard Atlanta Falcons fans say, we should have kept our coach, and we should have fired, we should not let him go to the Niners. Why we let him go to the Niners? I have seen Denver fans say, we had a chance to get him. Why we didn't get him? Look at what he's doing. And, everybody's over here, trying to get rid of, our coach, and look at what he's doing now.
There you go.
It takes time, and look what's going on.
And the third year is a charm. We got to go, though, Bethel. Let me get your score, and I'm going to look for you tomorrow if you get a chance.
If our defense seen what Carolina Panthers put up on the wall, I'm thinking it's going to be 27-13, and we're going to be mad at them. They're going to say, hey, you don't come into our house saying all this shit, so now we're going to make you pay.
Agreed. Bethel, so good to hear from you again. I'll tell you what, as I say, hopefully you
no
get a chance
problem.
to get in here tomorrow. I'll be looking for you, okay?
I was hoping to go for the game, but I got out of work late and I haven't had a chance to do anything. So, like always, good show. You always have good show. And I seen that, the shout out that, the other caller did. And I actually heard that person on Jerry Fresh project on his thing where he was
Fresh
actually
perspective.
talking to her. And,
All right.
yeah. And a shout out to him too. He's doing a good job and
he's
keep
awesome.
up the good work in that Rumble. And hey, and I think if we go like we wanted to, we're gonna go 11-0.
There you go.
So let's go.
All right, Bethel.
And
You
hit
have a
that
good night,
like.
fam. All right.
No problem.
All right. Bye-bye, Bethel. There you go. And he actually shot the same scores. I think we're all thinking around the same thing. Let's see what happens. Because we were all around the same thing last week when we didn't know it was going to be raining in Washington. We was up in the 40s and everything. And then we didn't know. It was no soup. It was a super soup bowl. God, nothing but soup. Carrots and peas, slipping on potatoes. It was awful. Hey, Carlos. Okay. Carlos the Empire marches tonight, taking over the nations one at a time, enslaving each and every one. Because as an empire, what do? We conquer nations and make them a part of the empire, but only as our slaves. Carlos, get in here, man.
What's up? What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Carlos, man, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. This is the definition of what the 49ers have been waiting for. People keep saying, 49ers, man, you can't beat anybody, man. You beat a bunch of low-level teams, man. You guys are the biggest fakes in NFL. Okay, good. Thank you, Carolina Panthers, for finally somebody coming in here with a winning record. Now bring your winning record in here, and let's go! Carlos.
Yeah.
Time to get some respect. Beat that Panther butt.
Yeah.
I wish we could play it at their place so they can't say, well, we had to travel to all across the east all the way to otherwise we'd have. Here we go. Excuses. Well, Carlos, what do you think's going to happen tomorrow?
I think pretty much all, the Panthers is going to try to come in there, they're going to try to run the ball. And who knows, they might actually make a touchdown on their first
the first drive. We have a disease, don't we? 49ers, the 49ers first series disease. 49ers be out there. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm awake now. Let's go. Hey! God, Niners.
I hope so. Well, I hope so. They actually just hold them any points in the first half, but I don't know. But we'll see. But I think for sure we got Richie James, man. He needs to start playing, get his wheels going. Richie James is pretty good too.
Yeah. Him and Kendrick are like game savers recently, right? Last week.
Yeah.
Actually, they've had a couple of games where when the guys who were supposed to be doing a good job weren't, and then Kendrick and Richie were. That's awesome. Okay, what's up? Come on, guys.
They were rotating them for a while.
Yeah.
And hopefully they rotate them the guys too. Pettis and Goodwin's going to be out, right? Goodwin?
They just said he's questionable. I don't know what the question is. Carlos, we don't know what's going on with Marquise. His body is fine. He's got some kind of personal issue. The last time he had a personal issue, it lasted like 2 or 3 weeks. So I don't know if they're having the same problem as the last 2 years in a row or what. But man.
We got Sanders still in his shoes.
Yeah. But we need a speed guy. And this is the only thing that pisses me off.
Hey, don't forget about Matt Breida. Matt Breida's quick too.
I know, but he doesn't run wide receiver. I wish he would. That'd be great if they start running Breida on deep routes. Breida shoot down the sideline. He's still going. There goes the safety.
Yeah, I like that.
Brady's open.
Like,
Jimmy sees him. Touchdown, Matty B. We've not seen him do that route before.
That's what I'm waiting for too, Ronbo. Something like that, to a really deep down pass.
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I already feel it. It's gonna be one of them guys.
They really should give that
Maybe
a
two of
shot.
Oh yeah, they will. I mean, they had a lot of shots, but just they can't catch the ball or recover. I mean, they can't secure the ball.
Not our running backs though, because the running backs are good. Matty B could do short routes and things like that. Like a running back does. Usually, just his whole objective is to abuse the linebacker, right? But if he ran a fly pass, if he streaked all the way downfield, God, Kyle Shanahan would be one of the first guys. Oh, who also can do that, Carlos? TC can do that too, because he's got hands, except for last week.
Yeah.
But normally, so we got running backs that can actually do that.
And Matt Breida.
22 miles an hour? Shh. You might as well be driving a
running his
motorcycle
numbers.
down the field. Man.
Dude, Mr. 22. You like that, man. I hope he does something like that too.
I see what you did there, Carlos. 22 can run 22.
Right? Running his numbers.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
Fast. Yeah, I'm going to be there, so I'm going to be freaking yelling my lungs out.
Hey,
I'm prepared.
What do you expect for the score?
We'll put up 34 points.
How about
34 to 16.
All right. Yeah. I love that everybody
We'll
realizes
get away
that.
with 3 field goals.
These
3 field goals and a touchdown.
There you go.
Yep.
Man.
That's my prediction. All right, Ronbo.
It's a good one, too. All right.
What about
Carlos?
you? What are you predicting?
I got 27-13.
What's your score?
27-13.
Okay.
Yeah. 49ers, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
because the Rams are the only ones that put up 30 points. The only team so far that was good.
Yeah, the Rams. See, Carlos, I've noticed the last 2 games, OCs are not putting their quarterback in a position to be killed. They're handing the ball off. They're throwing little short outs. Because you got less than 2 seconds to get rid of that ball. If not, the quarterback's going to get buried, right? So last 2 games, the quarterback doesn't do anything. Whoa, snap. Okay. I think if tomorrow the quarterback decides to go ahead and play normal football, he will be killed. And I don't mean like that.
I believe so too.
Man, okay. I can't wait for this game to see what they do.
Yeah,
Because we've seen Jared Goff snap. Oh, here. Get off me, guys. Get off me. And then when he did try to run a play, down he goes. I love this team, Carlos.
I know Ronbo. I love my team too.
Oh, God.
Dude. All right, Ronbo.
Carlos, see
All
tomorrow,
right, shout out to everyone. Shout out to the Niner Empire. And let's go.
Yes, it is.
Go
Carlos,
Niners.
Yes, indeed. Hey, my best to Courtney. And the baby, too. All right, Carlos. Have a good night, fam.
Ooh la la.
If you see anybody stand singing ooh la la, it's Carlos.
All right, Ronbo.
Night, Carlos.
Good night. Good night.
Yeah. And Josh says, Eric Reed said he isn't bitter. I know, I saw that interview. It's kind of scary to watch Eric say. He says, no, I wouldn't call it bitter, but I just didn't forget. He says he doesn't forget. He won't forget the ass when he gets tossed like a rag doll by Kittle. I like Eric Reed, though. I have nothing bad to say about Eric Reed. And Eric Reed fell prey because he got hurt. And Kowalski came in and got his job, and he couldn't get it back from him. This is what happens in football. But Reed is man, he's one of my faves. And I just hate to see him pissed off, but that's the way football goes, really. And Travis Merlot says, question, the only reason we allowed 20 points was because we turned the ball over. Exactly. 5 times. 5. against the Steelers. Other than that, only the Browns 3, Rams 7, Washington not a damn thing allowed. That's crazy. And all that, and the Browns, they should have been doing like Case Keenum and Jared Goff. You want me to be truthful about it? Because I mean, set, 6-1, 6-1, set, time. Coach, listen. I have a feeling as soon as I get the ball, I'm dead meat. We got anything else we can do? Once you get out there, your running back is going to take the ball as soon as you get it. Just give the ball to the running back. Let him take the punishment, all right? Get back out there. Let's go. Set! Boom! Oh! And they still knocked the quarterback out. That's 15 yards. Although, you know what's really nice? The 49ers never get caught killing the quarterback. They're like smart bombs. As soon as that ball goes to wherever it's going, they're on it, you know? That defense is fun to watch. Fam, here's the crazy thing about the 49ers defense. Right now, the Patriots are rated against the 49ers. Remember one thing about the Patriots. They played the Miami Dolphins. Now, we've not played an opponent as bad as the Dolphins this year. There's a few points separating, as far as the PFF goes, between the 49ers and the Patriots on defense. If not for that game that they got to play against the Dolphins, we could be the top defense in the league. This will straighten itself out within the next 2 to 3 weeks. The Patriots got to play the Browns this week, and let's see if the Browns can launch at least a little offensive. If that happens, that could affect the stat. It may not be long, because make no mistake, the 49ers defense is actually second to nobody. And you can see it on the field. We got a bunch of kids out there that are just growing together. This ain't their second or third year. They're just getting together. You got Ford is getting healthier. Last week he looked really good even in all that mud. He's on dry ground this week. And what do you think he's going to look like? Nick Bosa? Is anything got to be said about Nick Bosa? Eric Armstead's having the year of his career. We do need to see DeForest Buckner get unhinged a little further than he has. What he's doing, though, is I think it's the opposite from last year. Last year, I have a strong feeling that it had a lot to do. DeForest Buckner had a great year mainly because of Eric Armstead's presence on that line last year. This year, his dominance is because of the fact, do you know he's our number one guy against the run? Eric's also benefiting from the edge being just crazy good. A linebacking crew is learning to work with each other as well. You got Quan, and you got, of course, Warner working together. Now, that's going to get better, too, because they're just now learning each other, too. These are all processes that have yet to really gel. What you're seeing now is mostly natural talents and, of course, the direction of the coaching staff. What happens when they get fully acclimated to each other, know each other's moves, and the chemistry starts to get as one? Whew, man. 5-time against Steelers. Other than that, only Browns. We did so. William Roberts, 30-10, Niners. Kofefe Coffee, 37-10. Niners win. Big boys climb on big rings, 33-6, 49ers. Josh, 49ers, 28-10. G. Smith, 28-7. We will embarrass the House Cats. After tomorrow, you're looking at 7-0, and that's the bottom line because the Niner Empire said so. Oh, God, I love it. We're so WWE. Ronbo Sports, Bosa, Quan, Lane, Sherman, give Allen a TKO. And what? Oh, by the way, watch for DJ Moore. You know, he hasn't had a lot of snaps this year because K1's doing such a good job. Where would they incorporate him? We'll see. DJ Jones is back tomorrow, too, I think. Did we get that right? DJ Moore? DJ Moore. Tavares? And because we got a DJ Reed. He could be getting those names mixed up. Anyway, Rizze won. 49ers 24, Panthers 7. Martinez says the 49ers 38, Panthers 13. Chris Smith, 49ers 23, Panthers 17. Local 49ers saying 49ers 31, Panthers 21. Game, recognized game 24-17. Niners. It is going to be a contest, so guys. Well, family, there's no point in us completely fooling ourselves. The Panthers are going to be legit. I figured the first half is going to be real nip and tuck and tight. It could be a defensive battle in the first half. I don't see that continuing into the second half, though. If the 49ers score first, I can assure you they'll win the game. If they have to come from behind, it could have to wait until the fourth quarter, third quarter. Because if you get behind on a defense that's good, they can tend to be a little tough. You got to stay away from that INT. Because I was watching Jameis Winston. I'm trying to understand, what was he looking at? Is that defense, are they playing such disguised defenses that Winston threw right at the Panthers defense? I don't understand. He's thrown some terrible INTs before, but not that ridiculous. So we'll see tomorrow. I think our guys are pretty sharp as far as looking at the film and getting that together. Anyway, fam, I think we're done here. And hey, fam, please hit that like. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Niners! Night, Lisa.